오케이, 다 들었고. 여긴 누가 사시나? 선창. 아! 오늘인가 어제 타신 분.
It's a big traveler's backpack. It smells like soil
흙냄새?
and grass.
풀냄새? 혹시 그
When you're
포션
done smelling it,
당신 건가요?
there's something in the pouch I think we should take a look at.
선창에서 발견한 양피지. 정사각형으로 접힌 채 끈으로 묶여있다. 포르투나라고 써있는 건가? 입양됐다? 딸이 입양됐다? 펠릭스 unknown, 플린 unknown. 읽기 한번 다 읽어줄라나? 오! 실크웜 온씨? 에? 총독 저택, 포르투나 홀, 스톤탑 여관, 바다누의 마을, 씨폼 항구, 시청, 바다누의 일보, 미스터 그립 만물상, 드러먼드 조선소 등대. 우리가 아까 있었던 거기 지도네. 그리고 뒤에는 솔로몬 스톤탑 여관 주인이 있고 그의 딸 셀레나 스톤탑 여관 주인이 있고 파우스터스 펠로우 총독이랑 이 둘 사이에 펠리시아 스톤탑 선원 여관 주인이 있고 데미안 더스크 시장이랑 사이에 뭐가 있고 또 데미안 더스크 시장이 누구랑 제임스 더스크 기자를 낳았고 마그너스 모르투가도 선원 그리고 여관 주인이었네? 근데 이 사람이 이렇게 동떨어져 있고 파우스터스 펠로우 총독이랑 포르투나 펠로우 극장 소유주 사이에 펠릭스 플린트가 있는 거고 그리고 딸을 입양했다. 그게 심이겠지? 이걸 왜 조사하셨지? 펠로우먼 탱글타워? 뭐요? 거기에서 이어진다고요? 아무튼
What's in these old wooden crates?
I don't know. I can't get them open.
What did I tell you? Always bring the crowbar. This is actually a pretty good place to hang laundry.
Assuming you want your clothes to smell like the cargo hold of a submarine. A pinboard?
I assume it belongs to that woman over there.
Right. We'd better talk to her first.
이야기를 먼저 해보지.
Weary travelers. Take a seat by the fire, shake out your boots.
We're not weary travelers.
Then why do you both look so haggard and trail-worn?
Ouch. There goes my self-esteem for the rest of the day.
We're detectives. I'm Grimoire, and this is Sally. We're here investigating the murder of Magnus Mortuga, your previous captain.
My captain? Never. My captain is the moonlight as it shimmers across the lake.
달?
My captain is the wind as it whispers through the valley.
닮먹거리하고
Who
있다.
is this woman?
No idea. I kind of like her though.
My name is Moon.
Mariana
Mariana Moon.
Aha. And what do you do?
I do not do. I simply am.
So, what, you're just some random traveler?
A traveler, yes, but random, never. I'm here because I chose to be.
일부러 왔어.
I've been searching for the Mortuga submarine for some time, you know.
How come?
How come? This thing is the motherlode
The motherlode of what?
of whispered half-truth, of murky rumor, of stories unspoken.
Oh, like urban myths and stuff?
Right. Urban myths and stuff.
기분
So,
나빠한다.
you're a historian.
Historian, storyteller, rambler, ambler, fireside gambler.
How long have you been here?
Well, let's see. I arrived a few hours before the captain was murdered.
Oh, dang. Really?
Quite the story, isn't it?
But you're just on the submarine because you find it interesting.
Would that be such a crime?
No. Murder's a crime, though, pretty sure.
토호.
A merciless wind rattles the rotting wood of the old silkworm harbour.
우와.
The shadow of a vessel lurking low in the night black water. a mysterious stranger steps onto her foredeck. Cloaked in darkness, she slips inside the submarine. Who is she? What is her dark purpose?
It's you. We get it.
A mysterious stranger, I said. She descends into an ornate parlour, empty, save for a lone figure standing by the fire.
So, not empty.
He turns, his face still half hidden in flickering shadow. It is Captain Magnus Mortuga.
What was he like?
Nice guy. Stoic, but polite. Kind. He tells me to wait in the control room and then disappears off towards the back of the ship. After a little while, he comes back. But now, he's a slightly different man.
어?
What do you mean?
The light is gone from his eyes.
갑자기?
He seems sad, angry. He avoids my gaze as he crosses the room to take hold of the wheel.
에?
He tells me to head down the ladder towards the mess hall. Doing so, I encounter two gentlemen named Mr. Werman and Mr. Grip. Neither of them look like sailors, so I know they can't be crew. I assume they must be guests like me. And true enough, it transpires that Mr. Werman is a writer and Mr. Grip is, some kind of watch repairman. Captain Mortuga reappears, descending the ladder. He asks the two men to show me around the submarine and introduce me to the others. Then he disappears through the rear corridor.
또 사라져.
It's the last time I see him alive.
이상하다.
Mr. Werman apologizes, explains he's too tired, and leaves through the opposite corridor. Mr. Grip, unable to come up with such an excuse, agrees to show me around.
핑계가
Now,
없어서.
I wrote this down in my diary, so I may as well let you read it.
어호. 오, 일기장을 보여주시네.
Imagine my excitement to finally get a good look around the Mortuga submarine. I was even given a tour by one of Mortuga's subordinates, a
Wow.
Mr. Godric Grip.
아까 얘기지만 셀레나 스톤탑도 탱글타워 가게도 있던 사람이네요. 펠릭스가 탐험가인 이유가 있었어. 아, 그래? 다 그렇게 이어지는 거구나 지금. 신기하다.
We began by visiting a bizarre laboratory known as the Dream Chamber.
꿈의 방.
Smelled of dried herbs and dusty glass,
어?
but was devoid
여기도
of
허브.
dream custodian.
어.
An early disappointment. The captain's cabin was locked. Mr. Grip explained how Captain Mortuga mostly keeps this room locked when it's not in
잠겨
use.
있었다.
We climbed down into the living quarters, where a pair of bunk rooms sat at the end of a corridor. The first smelled of crane dust and unwatered flowers. A young woman was laying in her bed, poring over an old document.
어?
She hastily hid the document away and introduced herself as Miss
수상하다.
Cynthia Seafoam, a name to remember, dear reader, as she will shortly become quite important. The second bunk room smelled of aftershave and desperation. The two men within, Mr. James Werman and Mr. Dirk Dansom, both appeared to be asleep, so we decided not to intrude. Next on the tour, a room inhabited, by the looks of things, by a young child who is also a stage magician. Sadly, this mythical child magician is nowhere to be seen.
그런가 보네. 탱글타워에서 나가서 여기 와서 살았나 보네.
The room at the very end of the hallway was sealed with a heavy bulkhead door. Mr. Grip dismissed it as a storeroom that only Captain Mortuga makes use of.
살인사건 현장.
Perhaps you'll agree with me, dear reader, when I suggest the peculiarity of a simple storeroom being sealed off with such a significant door.
그렇긴 해.
Mr. Grip took me down to the cargo hold. It smells of damp wood and tarred rope. Yes, I describe it in the present tense, for it is here I sit as I write this very diary. Next door, the engine room, burnished bronze and tea-stained parchment. I learned that it's something of a nest for Mr. Grip himself, and thus was currently unoccupied. Outside, I encountered a Dr. Zacharias Zephyr, the aforementioned keeper of the Dream Chamber. Surprised to see us, he nearly dropped the empty glass bottle he was carrying.
이때도 빈 유리병 들고 있었네?
Clearly wishing to remove himself from the situation, the good doctor muttered something inaudible and disappeared up the ladder.
여기서 와서 이렇게 올라갔네?
We continued on into the next room, which I was amused to discover was some kind of shimmering mermaid grotto. I smelled her before I saw her. The unmistakable mix of salt, seaweed, and sequined spandex. It can only be Madame Tadpole, a name which may be familiar to long-time readers of this diary.
뭔데?
Tadpole and I caught up while Mr. Grip skulked in the doorway, clearly hoping
알던
this would
사이였나?
mark the end of the tour, but it did not, dear reader. It did not.
Right, so, yes, I can see there's one more room to visit. Mr. Grip insists it's just the bilge, a dark, dank and smelly place, ill-frequented by humankind. I tell him he couldn't have sold it to me better if he'd tried.
그리고 소리를 들었다는 거죠?
We enter the bilge, but it's too dark to see anything. Mr. Grip, who is clearly tiring of my company by this point, opens the vent in the ceiling to let in a little light.
저걸 열면 빛이
Moments
들어온대.
later, a voice is heard, echoing down from above.
Whose voice?
A young woman, and then an older woman.
나이 든
I
여자?
can't remember exactly what was said, but I
찜 아니야?
remember thinking it sounded a little like poetry.
What happened next?
The sound of a scream, and then a dull thud.
Oh. Yeah, that sounds like a murder.
Which murder?
Anyway, by this point, I've used up all my patience. So I decide to take my leave.
수상해.
I thank Mr. Grip for the tour and return to my new lodgings in the cargo hold. I have to put up my tent twice, as on the first attempt, a sudden movement of the submarine undoes my
잠수함이
progress.
움직였다.
After some time, Mr. Grip and the young Miss Seafoam appear in my doorway. It seems they've come to fetch me for some kind of official submarine business. We head back towards the mess hall, Mr. Grip and Miss Seafoam heading up the ladder before me. I spot Dr. Zephyr emerging from the airlock. He has a glass bottle in one hand and what looks like an old leather bag
그거 왜
in the
챙겨와
other.
네가?
I update him with what little information I have and attempt to catch up with the others. Laying on the floor is the body of Captain Magnus Mortuga. Amongst the living, mutterings are breaking out. Murder and mutiny, cauldrons
그러고
and
제일 마지막에
curses.
왔네, 저 아저씨.
But with Zephyr finally in attendance, Tadpole calls for order, demanding justice for her slain
이마에는
captain.
눈 그려놓고.
But nobody really seems to know what to say. The next morning, it's announced that Miss Seafoam has taken over as captain. And, well, here we are.
그랬군요.
I see you've been enjoying my map.
It's barely a map. It's closer to a list.
What about the family tree on the back?
Most of my research into silkworm has been focused on these two family lines, the Fellows and the Stone Tops.
Seems like you haven't worked out how Mortuga fits into it. His name is just floating out there by itself.
I'm not sure if he does fit into it, to be honest.
Mariana, you've got a question mark there. Someone you don't know the name of.
Ah, yes. Quite the mystery, you see. I'd heard about...
We know her name. It's Freya. You're welcome.
헐! 그렇대! 저기 자리가 프레이야래! 오 마이 갓! 여기! 와 그려졌다! 그림도! 와 대박 디테일! 아! 와 그러면 데미안 더스크 시장과 펠리시아 스톤탑의 딸이야? 아 그래서 엄마 쪽 성을 그냥 가져온 거야? 펠리시아 스톤탑 에? 펠로우 성을 프레야 펠로우라며 왔다 갔다 하네. 그러니까 나중에 다시 봐야겠다. 나도 기억이 안 나. 이야기 더 해주세요.
As much as I love an old map, I wouldn't know where to start with this. I prefer maps that show some sort of land. Or, you know, some sort of anything. I never needed a compass. I prefer old-fashioned methods of navigation.
I'm pretty sure compass is the old-fashioned method.
Not as old as the sun and stars, and unlike this compass, they never break and need repairing.
I'm not sure it is broken, actually.
That algae is still young.
Meaning?
Meaning the bottle's been in the ocean.
오래 있었던 게 아니다.
Not for all that long.
오호.
Oh, that's quite some book. Did you take it from a werewolf, perhaps? That explains it.
No, it doesn't. Sniffing it and saying that explains it does not in fact explain it.
우리도 알게 해줘.
Looks like gold to me.
No way. Real gold.
Why not?
I thought Symmetry was supposed to be an impoverished orphan.
Well, it's not worth anything unless she's willing to sell it. Emblazoned with the seafoam S, I see. It's quite an elaborate... Oh, how strange. It's never been worn.
오?
Never?
Once or twice, at the very most.
와, 그런 거 어떻게 하세요? 대단하다.
I'd heard Mortuga wasn't one for writing things down, so I'd given up hope of finding a diary, but this might be the next best thing.
어허.
You made a record of every time a new person joined the submarine.
Except for when you joined, Mariana.
Well, I suppose he'd never had the chance.
어허.
Let's see. The thicker wood is mahogany, very old mahogany. The thinner wood, though I don't know, some kind of cheap timber perhaps.
오, 그래요?
Somebody skimped on the repairs, huh?
어허.
I'd love to know where Cynthia got the diagram of the wooden ship.
I thought it was supposed to be a submarine.
Oh, no, the yellowish parts. Are they from an old drawing of a sailing ship?
그러네.
Looks like it might be from the original too. I just wonder where she got it.
아까 방에서 뭐 오래된 종이 같은 걸 보고 있었댔지. 거기서 오린 건가?
This marks a pivotal moment in silkworm's history, the day the silver snake was discovered. It also shows the two women who found it, Felicia Stonetonk,
Felicia
that's her
Stonetonk.
on the left, and Sylvia Seafoam on the right.
Hang on. We saw a statue about this in the town square, but on the statue, the serpent was shown being wrestled by
맞아.
a male fisherman.
Yes, well, that's history for you.
아, 진짜요? 헐.
It carries something of the cadaver about it. Might be the smell, rust and stagnant seawater. Perhaps it came from the ocean. Have you asked Madame Tadpole about it?
오.
There's only one thing more mysterious than a locked box, and that's an unlocked box that's been emptied of its contents.
Did you ever come across the cauldron in your research?
No, it really does seem to be something Mortuga's been keeping to himself.
What do you make of those scratch marks?
I'm not sure.
어?
They don't really look like anything
아,
made
진짜요?
by an animal.
That's a relief. Wait, is it?
짐승 발톱 같지가 않대. 이때까지 바다 뱀 발톱일까? 이래 생각했는데.
Mariana, you visited Silkworm before, didn't you? Was Sim's magic show in the theater back then?
No, when I passed through, the theatre wasn't showing anything. This very poster was up on the walls, but they'd covered it with a banner that said cancelled.
So that must have been after Sim left. But before the theater had booked a new act.
It's a piece of an old sail, roughly cut into a square.
Do you recognize this, Mariana?
Should I?
Well, we just figured since there's a moon drawn on the label.
So because my name is Moon, all moon-related things must belong to me?
Even if it's not yours, do you have any idea what it is?
It's a herbal compound of some kind.
와.
Valerian, skullcap, chamomile, and seawater.
그럼 맞박에 눈 그려진
So,
아저씨가 알겠다.
Not poison.
Maybe it's medicine. Would those herbs do anything in particular?
I suppose it could be a sleep aid.
오.
Like a mild sedative.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Mariana, can you tell us what these tablets are?
It's rather more difficult when it's something synthetic
그니까
like
박사야,
this.
박사.
Some kind of vitamin supplement, I believe.
All three of them?
Yes, the three tablets seem largely
다
to be
그냥
the
비타민
same
같대.
thing.
그럼 뭐 별거 없네 이거는.
Ah, now we're getting to it. The reason all of us are here, really.
그래요?
How so?
The Silver Snake, the Mortuga submarine. Did you ever stop and wonder why here? Why this particular part of the coast?
그니까.
It all stems from a single truth. There's something hiding in the water. Something big. Now, it wasn't my intent to cause you any lasting unease. Look, we three, we're merely tourists here, passers-by. Take my advice. Keep your distance from all this, so you can still walk away at the end.
헐. 겁준다.
I believe Mortuga used its light to alert others to the location of the submarine, on the rare occasions when he wished to do such a thing, of course.
That's how it happened with us. Although I guess it was Cynthia, not Mortuga.
You know, for some time now, I've heard stories of sailors seeing a green light in the ocean at night.
Well, I guess you have your explanation.
The problem is, several of the stories predate the Mortuga submarine.
아, 그래? 그럼 그걸 이용을 했다는 건가?
I see Cynthia's proudly wielding the Seafoam S in her signature there.
Why shouldn't she?
Of course, she's well within her rights to do so, but I do think perhaps it sends a certain message.
What message would that be?
I claim this submarine in the name of the Seafoam family.
그치, 그치.
Something like that, don't you think?
응. 인정.
Pass it here, I'll show you something amusing. See this photograph on the inside cover?
It's a picture of Worman, isn't it?
If it is, it's a very flattering one.
아, 그래?
It's not Worman at all.
오?
It's his rather more handsome father, Mayor Damien Dusk.
Get out. Really?
No word of a lie.
저 사람이 시장님이래. 아, 그럼 이 작가랑 프레야랑 남매야? 아, 배달은 그건가 보다. 말도 안 나. 여기네, 여기. 그지? 요렇게 있고 이쪽 자식이네, 이쪽 자식. 이복 남매란 얘기를 하고 싶었어요. 재미지네.
I first met Tadpole when she was on the road, travelling with a group of performers.
공연을
She had
했었네,
longer hair
진짜.
back then, of course.
Did you see her perform?
I got to see a rehearsal, but that was it. After that, I joined their camp for the night. Tadpole and I shared some stories,
그래서 아는
you know. I told her
사이였구나.
how I'd just been on a research trip to a town on the coast called Silkworm-on-Sea. She told me how their group went around performing in local theatres and town halls and whatnot. I mentioned that Silkworm actually had a little theatre that might be a good fit.
How come you didn't stay with them longer?
Their leader was a real bad apple. I was rather keen to be shot of him. Broad shoulders, long arms, good for reaching across a wheel. He had a hard face, but soft eyes. I'd wager he was once a very handsome man.
Do you know
미남인가
anything
봐.
about his life before the submarine? Like if he had a family?
I'd never heard mention of his parentage, no.
But he lived in Silkworm. Do you know where exactly?
The only record I found lists him as living at the Stonetop Inn and working on board the Stonetop family sailing ship.
As the captain?
As a deckhand, and eventually as the helmsman.
So how'd he end up as the captain of a submarine?
All I could dig up was a rumour that he bought the submarine from the shipyard.
샀다는 건
He
진짠가
bought
보군.
it?
Or maybe he commissioned to have it built. Accounts vary on that.
Either way, how could Mortuga afford to buy a submarine?
My guess is that he didn't pay with money, but made some other kind of trade.
거래를 했을 것이다.
So, Mariana, what do you make of him? Godric, I mean.
I will say, for someone with such a novel outfit, he's ever so quiet.
그래요?
Quiet?
말
You
진짜
disagree?
많던데?
I thought his whole thing was to be deliberately obnoxious.
He wasn't like that with you?
Not at all. Whilst showing me around the submarine, he was mostly subdued.
의외네.
Didn't say an awful lot.
Maybe you make him nervous.
진짜
Maybe
싫었나 보다.
you make him nervous.
어.
Cynthia Seafoam. the daughter of harbour master Sylvia Seafoam, and the stepdaughter of Donovan Drummond, the shipyard owner.
That's a pretty solid nautical heritage.
By all accounts, Sylvia Seafoam was an ambitious and outgoing sailor, but I believe they raised Cynthia to be a mechanic.
그래?
Still, sounds like Cynthia actually does have the expertise to be captain.
Who said she doesn't?
So, Mariana, where are you from?
No fixed address. That's the way it's been for some time.
Oh, I see.
But you came to Silkworm looking for the Mortuga submarine. How come?
I go wherever I please, which usually amounts to wherever has the most interesting rumours.
I don't want to be rude, but do you ever have to do work to get money?
From time to time,
가끔.
I've taken up work as a tour guide, a historian, a performing storyteller.
But how did you wind up getting onto the submarine? Isn't it a secret?
Well, if it's such a secret, how did you do it?
I got a phone call from Cynthia Seafoam, and she told us to come to Silkworm.
And then the submarine came up to the harbor so we could get on.
Well, there we are. Perhaps that's how I did it, too.
말 안 해주네.
Symmetry was the only person I didn't see on my tour of the submarine.
못 만났어.
I realized later that she'd been with Mortuga at the time.
아하.
In the Illusion Theater?
You know what's funny? Nobody else calls it that. They all just call it the storeroom. I'm led to believe Illusion Theatre is a name Miss Silkmoth came up with herself. Rather like how she came up with the name Symmetry Silkmoth.
아하.
That's not her real name?
It's not her birth name, no.
아하. 다 봤다. 하하. 그럼 이제 세 군데 남았군요. 여기가 아까 신시아가 침실이라 했던가? 그러네. 아, 귀여운데요?
It's a magazine.
Hey, this is pretty recent.
최신호. 시메트리와 신시아의 침실에서 발견한 영화 잡지. 시네마티크, 영화, 문화, 뉴스 그리고 리뷰. 줄리 자넬, 연기와 진정성에 대하여. 저주가 적중하다. 헐. 시네마티크 매거진이 빈센트 밴드 피어 감독의 최신 영화 출연 스타를 인터뷰했습니다. 줄리 자넬, 벨리시아 본탑분. CM. 줄리, 마지막 인터뷰 이후 여우 조연상을 2번이나 타고 포크락 앨범까지 내셨네요. 시간을 어떻게 내시나요? JJ. 이런 질문 받을 때마다 저한테도 하루는 똑같이 24시간이라고 답한답니다. CM. 줄리, 저주의 조타수에 끌린 이유가 있나요? 저주의 조타수를 했구나. JJ. 바다의 신비로움과 낭만은 매력적이잖아요. 어둡지만 아름다운 사랑 이야기더군요. 무엇보다도 빈센트와 일하기 좋다는 이유가 가장 커요. 프로듀싱도 맡으셔서 안정감이 느껴지거든요. 성공적인 커리어를 쌓은 줄리에게는 러브콜이 빗발치는데요. 이번 영화 제작비 대부분이 줄리 출연료로 쓰였다는 소문이 있습니다. 표정을 찌푸리며 설마 그럴 리가요. 하지만 요즘 들어 제가 계약할 때 제가 주도권을 쥐는 건 사실이에요. 솔직히 말하면 협상에 꽤 능숙한 편이거든요. 웃음. CM. 이 영화는 J.D. 워먼 작가의 동명소설을 각색한 작품이라고요. JJ. 읽어보고 싶었어요. CM. 속편 이야기를 해볼까요? JJ. 방금 소설 이야기 하셨잖아요. 한 권밖에 없지 않나요? 적어도 지금은요. CM. 하지만 줄리와 더크 두 분 다 다부작 계약을 맺으셨다 들었는데요. JJ. 맞아요. 빈센트가 속편을 가능한 많이 만들고 싶어 하거든요. 그럼 벨리시아 본탑 역을 계속 맡으실 건가요? 물론이죠. 벨리시아가 작가한테 죽지만 않는다면요. 웃음. 더크 댐슨. 더크 댐슨? 마르코 모르듬. 배우야? 더크 댐슨이 지금 여기 타 있는 거 아니야? CM. 더크, 이 역할을 위해 몸을 만드신 비결이 있나요? DD. 프로덕션에서 개인 트레이너를 붙여줬고 빵은 금지였어요. 저주의 조타수는 이번 주말 개봉한다. 인터뷰 전문은 다음 호에서 만나볼 수 있다. 줄리 자넬, 저주의 조타수. 빈센트 밴드 피어 감독. 근데 또 너무 지금 상황과 맞아떨어지는. 위트 앤 윈지 픽처스 제공, 빈센트 밴드 피어 프로덕션, 줄리 자넬 주연, 벨리시아 분, 더크댄 썸 출연, 마르쿠스 분. 저주가 적중하다. 원래 영문명은 핵 엑스 마크 더 스팟. 헥스 오브 더 헤어스팟. 보물이 묻힌 곳을 말하는 엑스와 저주 헥스의 말장난. 아하. 그렇대. 원작 소설 제리 워먼이죠. 그런 내용. 감독님 이름이 그리모어 2편에 나왔던 용의자 이름이야? 아 진짜? 와 이런 깨알이 많네. 쉬는 시간 영화 잡지 끝까지 읽기. 도전과제 있네요.
Oh, cool. A board game. Wanna play?
We don't know the rules.
아 전작 늪의 비밀에 나온 용의자군요. 빈센트 밴드 피어 감독이.
You don't normally let that stop you.
Old books. Mostly fairy tales for young children.
They've been stacked up into a little tower.
셀리를 거기서 만나서 이렇게 듀오가 됐어.
A framed photo. It's been hung from the pipe, so you can see it from the bed.
엄마다. 새아빠? 엄마를 되게 좋아했어, 그치? 엄마처럼 되고 싶어해. 이 요거가 이것도 여기 달려있네. 그러네. 이게 그 잠수함인가 본데? 아닌가?
Instant photos. The kind you have to shake.
That's a myth, actually. You shouldn't shake them. It damages them.
Well, that's my life turned upside down. It's a pig.
It's a safe. In the shape of a pig.
여기서 금화를 꺼내서.
These ones aren't buttons. These ones aren't buttons. It's just some kind of display.
이러니까 2가 돼. 3. 1, 2, 3인 거야. 2. 이건 1이어야 되고. 2. 5. 3. 4. 2. 4. 9. 여기도 맞춰요. 8. 6. 요거를 3으로 하고 요걸 2. 어때?
That's the one.
하하.
Good job.
근데 이거 한 번 잠그면 못 열겠는데?
What's inside?
시메트리와 신시아의 침실에 숨겨져 있었던 초음파. 잠깐 이거 얼굴입니까? 갸 무서운데요? 수중 사진이래. 수중 사진. 막 여기저기 지문 찍혀 있네. 셀리 표정 봐.
What is it?
이게 뭐지?
I don't know.
Well, I guess we can start by asking Sim and Cynthia about it.
인정. 물어보자. 시메트리 양. 물어볼 게 많습니다.
She tries her best to honor fate and call it by its newest name.
Cynthia?
I will admit, in quiet hours, the former name returns.
What's the former name?
Need you only glance beneath a single slip of paper?
아하.
I tried it once.
Tried what?
To turn the wheel, to steer the ship.
Oh, how'd it go?
It did not. I was too weak.
힘이 좀 있어야 되나? 그니까 금고 열어서 꺼내서 보고 이게 뭐예요? 물어봐
The
당당하게.
numbers spoken by the ship, they falter, flailing weird and wild,
허저거리옵니다.
as if she seeks to speak yet lacks the tongue to voice her troubled thoughts.
시적이옵니다.
Both she and I have mothers lost, and both a token keep.
그랬군요.
Like you, though, Cynthia's not wearing hers.
Cynthia's already got a cool jacket. One that actually fits her too.
And stitched it I, at her request, with mine own hand.
아, 그래?
When did she make this request?
Some long while ago.
Before the murder, huh?
It was my mother's own, or so I'm told.
You don't know for sure?
I was too young. I don't remember. I dearly hope to ask her and know the truth at last.
Do you think you ever will?
The question that bestirs my
Oh.
soul.
약간 무서워요.
A book adorned by bloody stain?
Might be. Might not.
It might not be a book.
No, no. I meant the blood stain. What would you say that is?
Sealed within the glassy tomb.
Yeah.
A mistake? A regret?
I thought it was a piece of paper. Shows what I know.
The compass lies on deathbed dark, its many pointed bones askew. Hush! It now endures the surgeon's steady hand.
You pull through, little
그렇사옵니다.
compass.
그렇사옵니다. A map that leadeth unto naught.
What do you mean? It leads to that big red X.
Yeah, but it's a big red X in the middle of the ocean.
It comes to mind I saw this map upon the captain's cabin
오,
desk
그래?
When was this?
soon after I arrived. Just once, and then it vanished.
Well, now
그럼
it's
훔친
reappeared.
건가?
Ta-da!
하다가 아니고 훔쳤네. 그러면 함정실에 있었던 거를.
Against all odds, I've been inscribed upon this family tree, bound only by the bloodline of my matron's former kin.
Your matron? That's Fortuna Fellow.
아.
No longer tied to fellow name, she styles herself as Baroness,
아.
whatever that's supposed to mean.
어머머머.
Sim, look, you've got two half-brothers. Kinda.
Only in the faintest terms, but there they are, Flint and Felix.
We've actually met Felix. Would you believe that?
No?
Oh, well, we did.
너무 관심 없는데요?
This is Dirk's, I'm guessing.
You guess correct.
Kind of him to lend it to you.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's kind of precious to him.
Au contraire, he spoke of it with sulk and scorn.
어허.
Glad was he to see it gone.
그랬군요.
A portrait of fair Cynthia's youth.
Sim? What's wrong?
Mine eye is drawn against my will to she that lingers far from frame.
The ship in the background.
아.
What about it?
A sorry, sorrowed tale has she, for never fully wrought. Left to rust in stillborn state, the dream forever gone undreamt.
그래요? 자, 이제 대망의 수중 사진.
There she is.
Oh!
I don't know. I've never seen her with my eyes. I've only ever heard her voice.
목소리를 들어봤어?
When?
At night, when half asleep.
Half asleep or asleep?
What did she say?
I wish I knew. Oh, how I wish I knew.
If you've never seen her, how'd you recognize her from the photo?
I cannot say.
어허.
May I ask where you found it?
Actually, it was in your bedroom.
Oh, this is what Cynthia was hiding under her mattress?
No, we found it in a safe.
Oh,
But now I feel like we should check on Cynthia's
그러니까.
mattress.
뒤져보자. 바로 뒤져본다. 또 물어보고.
likened to the orchard oak, sturdy, stout, and towering tall, but bears she a quietsome grace, like a windless night on sail-still sea. I ponder, could some such thing be mine to know?
I don't see why not.
맞아.
Maybe I
못할
should
것도
cut my
없어.
hair short and dye it green. Maybe that'll do it.
What's that?
Madam Tadpole, number 5, The Still Waters.
멈춰버린 바다. 위험한 비밀을 숨겼다는 걸까?
Hiding a dangerous secret.
몰라.
Despite all his whims and wayward ways, his heart beats hopeful, kind, and keen.
His whims, like how he talks to a wooden stick.
When first I came, he had not yet his cane beclaimed.
So, where'd he get it from? The cane.
Wrought it he by his own hand, composed of cast-off scrap and scrounge.
Really?
Did Grip live down in the engine room even back then?
Verily, he seeks it out, that engine's heart, for clank and clamour calm his core.
He likes how noisy it is. What's wrong with him?
Godric Grip, number 2, the broken compass.
망가진 나침반. 길을 잃고 갇혀버린 기분이라는 걸까?
Feeling lost or trapped?
몰라. 아, 답답하네. 뭐 맞는 거야, 틀린 거야?
Fair Cynthia, O truest friend, my steadfast fealties won.
You're both from Silkworm, and you're the same age. Do you know her from before?
Though kindred bred neath sullen skies, now we met out with this sunken silver shell.
You really never ran into each other in the town?
She is bloomed from deepest silken soil, whilst I mere wandering weed by a wild wind blown.
Ah, of course.
You make a friend, and then she ends up as the new captain. Must have been, you know, a nice, unexpected bonus.
'Twas no sudden thing, full well she plotted
셋
fast
다
her course of
정답.
fate. To helm this vessel
그럼
next by
좋겠다.
rightful claim, for she in law and title holds its name.
법적으로도
That's,
지위상으로도
Cynthia Seafoam, number
합당하다.
6, the leaden crown.
납덩이 왕관. 부담이란 걸까?
A heavy burden?
몰라.
Still estranged, this moon and I, but she and me befind ourselves in newfound kinship joined.
What kind of kinship would that be?
The kinship of wearing a big yellow
그
locket
얘기할
around
것
your
같더라.
neck. We may need to workshop the name.
왕목걸이 한
Mariana's
사람.
moon necklace? That's a locket?
Must be. I've seen her open
Oh.
it up and peer concernedly at its
아,
internals.
진짜?
Huh.
Mariana Moon, number 9, the
열어봐야겠다.
half-hidden moon.
반쯤 가려진 달. 숨기는 게 있다.
Disingenuousness?
몰라. 다 봤다.
I wonder if Grip would let us take a closer look at that cane of his.
Can't hurt to ask.
지팡이 먼저 보라네. 지팡이 좀 보여줘요.
I guess we should go look under Cynthia's mattress.
기다려봐.
You
지팡이
wish to converse with Cornelius? He'll be thrilled.
좋아한다. 기꺼이 보여주네. 고드릭 그립이 사용했던 나무 지팡이. 이쪽에 이쪽은 해. 해. 여기 왜 빨갛죠? 아저씨. 이거 왜 여기 아래가 좀 빨갛죠? 제거?
Remove what?
The bandage around the middle.
어.
I'm just curious.
치워. 이거 제거해봐. 어? 뭐야? 두 개가 이어져 있잖아? 왜지? 놀라. 아, 제거하면 놀라. 홀딱 벗겨서 놀라. 그렇군. 코넬리우스 케인의 붕대를 벗긴다. 무례하셔라. 여기 반짝인다.
Grip, can we take a look in the basket?
Yes.
Will you be getting out of the basket?
No.
오, 열기구용 바스켓 엔진실 중앙에 걸려 있었습니다. 오픈. 여기서 깎아 만들었나 봐. 헐! 무친? 이 아저씨? 이거 좋다. 이 키를 가지고 와서 만들었네. 미스터 그린 만물상 구매 판매 수리. 우리 만물상에서는 그 어떤 미지라도 측량하고 측정해 해도를 그려냅니다. 적합한 도구만 있다면 그 어떤 미지라도 측량하고 계산할 수 있습니다. 영업 중. 오전 10시, 오후 6시. 일요일은 쉽니다. 지금 그게 문제가 아니고 지금 이게 마호가니란 말이야. 이게 비싼 나무라 했거든. 아저씨.
Why does it have a bandage around the middle?
Cornelius? Oh, he fell down the stairs. The clumsy old
구라치지
thing.
마.
On a submarine. It's all just ladders, isn't it?
I promise you that's not the issue I have with that statement. Okay, so you're not really an aeronaut, but you did own a hot air balloon for some reason?
For most of its life, it was just ornamental. We put it out the front of the shop as a billboard.
No wonder you crashed if you were trying to fly an ornamental billboard.
And then after you crashed it, you brought it inside the submarine?
You'd rather I just let it sink into the ocean? Besides, it's useful. Anytime I want to reread our company mantra, it's printed
수상해.
right there.
And anytime you wanted to check your opening times, they're right there.
Quite right.
Oh look, there you are, with a cane, as ever.
Of course, Mr. Grip always has Cornelius Kane by his side.
But why? What's the point?
I don't know what to tell you. It's just my shtick.
Oh my god.
얘기 안 해주네.
Goodness me.
What's it a photo of?
Well, it's a face. I suppose we can agree on that.
Doesn't look like any face I've ever seen.
No, well, perhaps you want to count yourself lucky.
뭔가를 보셨나요?
Oh, yes, I remember hearing about this. A
그니까
submarine constructed
이상한
by the harbour
아저씨인지
master and
수상한
the shipyard
아저씨인지.
mechanic, who I believe was her husband.
Where'd you hear about it?
Just gossip from around town.
음흠.
Are there really only 2 characters?
It's just a poster. I'm sure there are more in the actual film.
If it sticks to the novel, there actually might only be 2 characters.
Remarkable. There we are. Cornelius, look. I told you all our hard work would put us on the map someday.
How come your logo is a hot air balloon? I thought you sold stuff for boats.
그니까.
Officially, we deal in the nautical and aeronautical.
그래.
But in truth, the blue motif was mostly just for fun. I'm not sure there were ever any
수상해.
aeronauts in Silkworm.
그치? 아예 갑자기 수상하다 이 아저씨.
You know, there was something I noticed while giving Mariana a tour of the submarine. Soon after we entered the bilge, she whipped out her tobacco pipe with a strange kind of urgency.
Did she
그래요?
smoke it?
Well, she put it in her mouth, but she didn't light it. What's that, Cornelius? You've never seen her light it? Well, now you mention it.
Yeah, probably not a good idea to smoke inside a submarine anyway.
Yes, and Mariana seems like such a stickler for health
되게
and safety
싫어하네.
regulations.
왜 되게 싫어하지? 마리아나 문을
I wonder if Mariana would let us take a closer look at that pipe of hers.
It can't hurt to ask.
가자. 어휴, 야 볼 게 많다.
Oh,
선생님.
you want to look at my pipe?
네.
If you don't mind.
그냥
By all
니코틴이 너무
means.
땡겨서 빨았어. 불은 못 붙여도 일단 쩝쩝이라도 하면 야 이거 예? 아니야. 야 파이파 이거 그게 아니다. 사용하기.
Sally, despite what you may have read in popular detective fiction, this is no time to smoke a pipe.
I'm not gonna smoke it. I want to listen to it.
들어.
You... What?
It's a little tape player.
카세트 플레이어. 와 골전도인가? 그 왜 입에 넣으면 음악 들리는 사탕도 있잖아. 그것처럼 물면 골전도로. 그래서 소리가 증폭돼서 들리나 혹시? 아니네. 여기 이거 테이프가 이거 뭐라 그래야 돼? 아주 작은 LP 같은 게 있네. 1, 2, 3, 4. 이거 재생 버튼 있고 그치? 들을 수 있다.
Come on, give it up. Just let me take it.
I'm sorry, Tanya. I cannot.
But why'd you even need?
I've told you before.
No, you haven't. All you've ever told me is that you...
I'd like to request that you return to your room. I have something I must attend to.
오, 이거 녹음하고 다니고 있었어, 이 여자. 입에 무는 순간 녹음하는 거구나.
Hey, listen, why don't we just kill him? That helps both of us. If he dies, we're both free, right?
헐.
Come on, I know you don't have any better ideas.
오.
The stargazing girl stares into the ink-black void. Upon her trembling lips, a question born. A forbidden query of what may be and what may not be. The void, unyielding to the girl's plight, stares back. It speaks.
Close your eyes, my love, and be still, for this is the end and the beginning.
아, 이게 연습한 거네. 시메트리랑. 그지? 약간 테드 프로님 목소리 같기도 한데?
This is the end and the beginning.
아닌가?
Come on, give it up. Just let me take it.
I'm sorry, Tanya. I
그치?
cannot.
테드 프로님 같은데? 아닌가? 이건 뭐야? 뭐야 이거? 여기까지 들어있다. 세시 네스트 바운 파이프. 이것은 파이프가 아니다 그거죠? 도전 과제. 침대 밑에. 야이씨 볼 거 진짜 많다. 끼 끄는 소리? 그런가?
I hate to pry, but
뒤져. 이야, 이 오래된 문서를 보고 있었구나. 스톤탑이구나. 열어. This document는 뭐 지우고 6번이나 지워졌어요. 본 문서는 솔로몬 스톤탑이 수기 작성한 것으로 바다 누에 마을 소재 스톤탑 여관으로 알려진 부동산의 소유권을 증명하는 자료로 사용될 수 있다. 현재 하기 자연인이 스톤탑 여관의 공식 소유자 및 지주로 등록되어 있다. 셀레나 스톤탑, 펠리시아 스톤탑, 마그누스 모르투가 돈 드러먼드. 이게 순서대로 그렇게구나. 근데 다 지우고 빨간색으로도 지우고 돈 드러먼드 씨 누군지 모르겠는데 갑자기 이 아저씨가 먹었네. 마그누스 얼굴이나 보고 가려고 했는데 자고 있더라. 깨우기는 싫었어. 그런 일이 있었으니 푹 자면서 회복해야지. 그녀가 네 어깨에 남긴 상처는 흐려질 기색이 없더라. 흉터가 될지도 모르겠네. 영웅은 이런 상처가 꼭 하나씩 있더라. 내 함장실 열쇠도 여기 두고 갈게. 내게 눈을 떼지 않을 수 있도록. 하하, 꼭 쓰진 않아도 돼. 아무도 안 쓰겠지. 디어리스트 셀레나 호는 해체할 거거든. 엄마가 그럼 직접 줬네. 드러먼드 조선소에 작업을 맡기기로 했어. 드러먼드 조선소? 떼어낸 부품은 알아서 처리해도 된다고 말해뒀어. 우리 물건들 말인데 종이랑 부표는 내 방에 있고 인어의 혀는 인어의 혀요? 제자리에 돌려놨어. 제발 이 일에 너무 연연하지 마. 마그누스, 나는 바다누의 마을을 떠나야 해. 오늘 밤 당장. 여관은 내 명의로 남길게. 다시 만날 수 있기를. 펠리시아. 와. 뭐야? 무슨 사이인데? 잠깐 혼란스럽다. 야, 그러니까 펠리시아 스톤탑 씨랑 그렇고 그랬다고요? 그럼 또 엄마가 아니네. 그러면 마그누스랑 펠리시아 여기 선원 다 같이 선원을 했었구나. 그치? 다 같이 선원이었네. 신시아 어머니가
A framed photo.
하던
It's been
시절.
hung from the pipe, so you can see it from the bed.
이때 선원이었나봐. 애처로이 슬픈 이야기옵니다. 다음은 여기랑 여기 남았네. 오호, 분위기가 갑자기 음침.
It's a suitcase. Clothes are neatly folded inside.
it smells like men's aftershave.
이게 애프터 쉐이브 냄새.
I'm getting bergamot, cedarwood, and notes of citrus.
You done sniffing the suitcase? Is that a tuxedo?
You never know when you might have to go to a fancy party.
What's this in the front pocket?
It's a cell phone. It's locked.
What do you mean it's locked? How can a phone be locked?
이렇게 잠군다. 타일을 올바른 슬롯에 끌어다 놓자. 그러니까 A와
A few moments later.
이렇게 될 수 있네? 근데 어떤데?
That's not it.
It's kind of like a crossword. There are 4 sets, and they all...
어떤데?
That's the one.
Good job. It's unlocked.
So now we can look at it?
아무튼 열었다. 뚜껑이 위로 열리는 휴대전화. 침실 속 턱시드 주머니에서 발견했다. 플립인가 봐. 플립. 열어. 전원은 켜지지만 신호는 안 잡힌다. 배터리도 충전해야 돼. 덕크님 환영합니다. 전화를 두 군데 걸었네. 202-555-178 202-555-178은 밴드 피어? 워먼? 사무실이네? 자넬 없어 그치? 빅릴 스튜디오 제한은 아직 유효해. 50만 다부작 계약 없음. SF 레이저 폭발 대박 예감 연락줘. 안녕하세요 덕후씨 팬이에요. 영화 아이디어가 좀 많은데 무료로 쓰게 해드릴게요. 크레딧에 제 이름만 넣어주시면 돼요. 감사합니다. 답장주세요. 줄리 앤썸 어디로 튀었어? 출장 갔다며. 이게 뭐야? 초대해줘서 고맙네. 스티브가 이메일 또 보냈다며? 다시 말하지만 너는 그거 받아들일 상황 아니야. 다 때가 있는 법이야. 제한은 아직 유효해. 에이전트랑 제작사랑 갈리는구만. 밴드 피어 아직도 힘들어합니다. 첫 챕터를 계속 다시 쓰더군요. 진전이 있으면 보고하겠습니다. D. 제작자한테 지금 책 쓰고 있는 거 후속작 쓰는 거 지금 감시하고 있나? 보고를 하고 있는데? 있지마 새로운 캐릭터가 여러 명 필요해. 액션도 드라마 롬에서 검토 장면 과감하게 넣으라고 그래. 이게 밴드 피어 아니야. 뭔가 쓰는 것 같긴 한데 잘 안 되나봐요. 영 집중을 못해요. 그러네 둘이 보고 있네. 쓰나 마나. 참 웃긴 자식이네. 사생활 침해. 덕크의 휴대전화를 샅샅이 살펴본다.
It's some kind of doll.
Sally, no. It's a collectible action figure.
Action figure.
Same thing.
인정 안 해줘. 아하, 판매용 포장이 그대로 보존된 액션 피규어 침실에 자랑스럽게 전시되어 있어요. 마르쿠스 모르둠 시리즈. 오! 여기 있네. 데뷔 오브 더 딥. 이걸 그린 거구나. 저주의 조타수 마르쿠스 모르둠. 바다의 저주를 받은 자. 그것은 악몽 속에서 나타난다. 눈을 감아도 나타난다. 그것으로부터 도망칠 수 없다. 그것은 무엇인가? 아니 누구인가? 유명한 조타수 마르쿠스 모르둠은 임무를 수행하는 중 폭풍우 치는 바다 아래 숨은 진실을 밝혀낼 때까지 결코 멈추지 않을 것이다. 시리즈 1 벨리시아 본탑 수수께끼에 쌓인 선장 선박 나침반과 보물지도가 포함되어 있고요. 아 그래. 마르쿠스 모르둠 고뇌하는 조타수 닷 형태의 검과 조타륜 모양 방패가 포함되어 있습니다. 닷 형태 검 조타륜 모양 방패 심해의 악마 파도 아래에서 나타난 불가사의한 존재 사신 낫 포함. 이 아이템들이 각자 이 사람들한테 중요한 건가? 이 현실적인 걸 많이 반영해가지고 이걸 썼구만. 워머니 시리즈 2 개봉 예정 기대하세요. 저주의 조차수 2 극장 독점 상영. 책 나오지도 않았는데 돈에 눈이 멀어가지고.
There's a sink here with its own little mirror.
Looks like someone's been using it to shave.
어허 수상해.
It's a teacup.
I've been on this submarine for ages and nobody's offered me a cup of tea.
그니까.
You don't even like tea.
Still.
그러니까.
A bed. It's a mess.
막 쓰고 있구만.
A bunch of discarded paper.
There's something typed on it.
Yeah, but I can barely make sense of it.
Kinda looks like an attempt at the first chapter of a story.
첫 챕터도 못 썼네.
A bunch of discarded paper.
There's something
Yeah.
kinda looks like an attempt.
보자. 아저씨 글 쓰니까 여기 먼저 물어볼까?
Hey, what's up? How's it going?
It's going good, I think.
Awesome. Yeah. I'm Dirk, by the way. Who are you guys?
I'm Grimoire, and this is Sally.
Oh, cool. So you're the detectives?
Yeah, we're here to investigate the murder of Magnus Mortuga.
Oh, yeah, it's a major bummer, honestly. He was a pretty stand-up guy. I mean, you know, sure, kind of an oddball, but like in a good way.
대놓고.
You know, I mean, he was
Dirk, you didn't tell us your surname.
Oh, right. Sorry. Dirk Dansom, actor. So, yeah, anyway, hi, and what can I do for you folks?
He's adorable.
노려봐.
Let me keep him.
예?
No, you'd forget to feed him.
I love you.
맘에 들어서 노려보는 거였어?
So,
귀엽대.
Dirk, you're an actor. What kind?
Well, so for ages, I just did commercials. And then about a year ago, I finally got cast in a movie.
Nice. Anything I've seen?
Well, it's called Hex of the Helmsman. I played the helmsman.
Marcus More Doom?
Oh, you've seen it?
No, but I read the book.
Oh man, the book is gnarly. I mean, I'm not usually one for reading, but I actually finished it. Yeah, the whole thing.
Congrats.
The author's a stand-up dude, too.
J.D. Worman. You know him?
Well, yeah, he's sitting right over there. You should go talk to him. Super friendly, loves meeting new people.
아닐 것 같은데.
Was your movie a success, Dirk?
Yeah, man, it's making megabucks.
Are you going to make a sequel?
Well, they want to move on that ASAP, but, we're not ready to start filming yet.
And what? You're taking your vacation on a submarine while you wait?
No, I'm just tagging along here with Worman. Yeah, he wanted to take a trip out here, and I figured, the more the merrier.
모로토가 잠수함?
What do you make of the Mortuga submarine?
Man, this place is wild. It's like something out of a weird old book. Nobody back home is going to believe any of it.
How do you like living here?
Honestly, mixed bag. So I love meeting all the weirdos that ended up down here. All kinds of people I'd normally never rub shoulders with, But man, is it dark. I mean, there's no sun, no day, no night. You barely even feel the time passing. Listen, if you're not careful, it'll get you. No, for real.
You seem to be holding out.
Ha, well, thanks. So far so good.
How long has it been?
Worman and I arrived a couple of weeks ago.
몇 주 전.
We're the most recent arrivals, aside from Mariana.
It's lucky they still had this room free.
내 취향?
You ended up with pretty nice
모르겠다.
living quarters.
Yes, I never really thought about it.
Dirk, you're basically just a passenger, am I right? You don't have a job here on the submarine?
Well, I set myself personal goals.
Like what?
Like, I was trying to find out everyone's birthday. I got
바보
Cynthia's,
같아.
Grip's, Tadpole's. Oh man, that one took some
생일 안
doing.
돼.
Yeah, she does not like to share personal info, let me tell you. Mortuga, though, brick wall. He would not give me the goods.
수상하다.
I got woken up when the submarine did a weird kind of movement, like a sudden tilt. It woke Worman up too. So yeah, we were both sitting there, awake, not sure what's going on. At some point, I got curious what time it was, so I looked at my watch. But as I was looking at it, it freaked out. Well, the hands moving all over, and like they were trying to point in all directions at once. If that makes any sense.
뭐 자석 같은 게 붙었나?
Anyway, I didn't have any more time to think about it since then we heard the scream.
돌아갔대 바늘들이.
Worman and I left our room,
나침반도
went
그렇고,
through
그치?
the mess hall and towards the storeroom at the end. It was unlocked. Sim was standing in the doorway. Mortuga was on the floor, totally dead. I tried to help Sim, pull her away. Worman, though, he just stood there, staring, like, didn't look away once. It was like he was trying to commit it to memory or something. Although, I don't think he noticed the person outside.
Sorry, what?
Outside the submarine. Yeah, I saw someone swim down past the window. I couldn't tell who it was.
캣폴이지 않을까?
Okay. What did you do next?
I wasn't sure what to do, to be honest. Luckily, Tadpole showed up a short while later, and she kind of took charge. Grip and Cynthia showed up next, then Mariana, then Zephyr. Tadpole wanted to know what had happened, but nobody had any answers for her. It was bad vibes all around. Sim and Cynthia left first, then Worman, then me and Mariana. We left around the same time. So, yeah, I went back to my room. Worman was there already. He'd gone straight back to work. And, that's all I got. Can I stop talking now?
그렇다네요.
Whoa, this is a first a dish. Yeah, whose is this?
It's mine.
You gonna get Wormo to sign it?
No, I hadn't planned on it.
He'd do it if you asked. I bet he'd even do a little doodle on the inside cover.
Okay, maybe I do want that.
I assume you've read it, Dirk?
Of course, dude. First thing I did when I landed the part in the movie.
What did you think?
Loved it. I never thought about the sea so much in my whole life. It's almost like the ocean in the book. It represents something bigger,
그래.
So, Cynthia hired you to solve the murder, huh?
Pretty much.
How much do you charge? Is it like a day rate or what?
Oh, it depends.
Just ballpark it. How much did you make from the last case you solved?
Good question. Grimoire, How much did we make from the Tangle Tower
그래,
case?
궁금하다.
Well, you know, extenuating circumstances,
못 받았나요?
being what they were.
You never secured the payment, huh?
뭐요? 예?
I've seen this chained up on the foredeck. It's kind of intimidating, huh?
It's a boy.
For real? Huh. It has long hair, so I always figured it was a girl.
약간 질렸다, 셀리.
Her. Deliberately vague title. Love it.
덕크가 허 그림 이야기할 때는 음악이 안 바뀐다? 얘는 그게 뭔지 잘 몰라서 그러나 봐. 그냥 이러고 끝이야.
Her. Deliberately vague title. Love it. Oh, you found my tablets.
What are they?
Vitamin D, all 3
네
types.
거구나.
That's the one you get from sunlight.
Yeah,
왜
I
그렇게
gotta take it while
숨겨놨지?
I'm down here, since I'm not getting natural light, you know?
How come you left them in the mess hall?
I figured the others might benefit from them. Not sure I had any takers, though. Someone dropped their perfume? Bummer, that stuff can get expensive.
까비까비네.
What's the deal with those holes along the sides?
They're from when it was a sale.
Why would a submarine need a sail?
허허, 그러게.
Huh. Who's that little Grim Reaper guy in the drawing?
I'm not sure. You recognize it?
It does seem kind of familiar for some reason.
네 작품에 나온다잖아.
Man, Mortuga really was an odd duck, wasn't he? I mean, who owns something like this? What's it even for?
It used to be locked, so I think he kept something inside it.
Oh, what? And it got stolen? The thing? Whatever it was?
Maybe, yeah.
Whoa, I wonder where it is now.
Hard to say, since we don't know what we're looking for.
Ah.
But somewhere on the submarine, I guess.
Not necessarily. Someone could have thrown it into the ocean.
Oh, great.
Someone lose an eye?
It's not real.
Oh. It's got a weird
가짜래.
smell.
So?
So maybe try asking Mariana about it. She's got a wicked sense of smell, like a dog. I'm serious. Hey, the guy who wrote this review has the same name as
As who?
I'm not sure if I'm allowed to say.
허허.
Hey, the guy who wrote this
제임스
review has the
더스크?
same name as I'm glad Cynthia took my advice.
What advice?
She was looking super tense, so I told her to pick up a hobby. Arts and crafts is a good choice.
아, 그래?
I got to steer a big wheel like this in my movie. Mine didn't have that red metal bit, though. Also, mine was up on the aft deck, not, indoors in a control room.
그랬겠지.
Huh, that's kind of weird.
What?
He doesn't have a signature, Mortuga. Yeah, he writes his name differently every time.
그래?
Yeah. I wonder if it's on purpose.
Maybe he just never
몰랐네.
bothered to decide on one.
Right. It doesn't seem like he was a paperwork kind of guy.
Yeah.
계속해서 그런
Guess not.
이야기를 한다? 거울에 비친 그치 심의 그 마술 공연도 거울에 비쳐있는 또 다른 누군가 나랑 똑같이 생긴 누군가 그리고 어디 갔다 오더니 갑자기 눈빛이 싹 달라진 모르투가 그리고 서명이 다르다고?
Oh, yeah. I've seen that in the control room. I thought maybe Cynthia was going to wear it, like after she became captain.
And I think it might be too big for her.
Hey, it's Sim's necklace locket thing. Any idea what she keeps in there?
It's not really my business.
Unless you decide it's related to the
수상해,
murder,
수상해.
then you'd be all over it, I bet.
Dang. Called out.
What's that?
It belongs to Madame Tadpole, but it's locked.
생일
Oh,
알려줘.
a combination lock.
어,
Let me try.
풀어주나?
Yep,
오!
got it.
How did you know the code?
Easy. It was her birthday.
Huh.
풀어줬다. 우와. 오. 알고 보니 여러 물건이 든 얕은 상자였다. 안에 시가 연기와 술 냄새가 난다. 이렇게 들어있네. 이 사진도 들어있네? 뭐야? 이거는 포르투나 남작 부인. 이게 언니 머리 길었던 시절인가? 이거는 문이네. 어허. 타냐. 프로 수영 선수 현재 여행 중 구직 중 각을 잘 제하겠지만 될 것 같음. 강인하고 불평이 없는 성격 괜찮을 듯? 자기가 아니야? 맞는데? 근데 왜 이런 본인 물건이 아니구나. 문 사진을 찍으며 염탐하는 걸 잡음. 늑대 인간을 쫓는다고 함. 골치 아픈 인간이지만 타고난 이야기꾼. 이용 가치가 있을지도. 20255178. 문 전화번호야? 문이랑 통화했어 너? 포르투나. 극장은 전성기를 지났지만 여전히 시내에서 가장 공연하기 좋은 장소. 협상 시도 불발. 구두쇠임. 문제가 될지도. 그녀를 위해서라도 문제가 되지 않기를? 그녀를 위해서라도 문제되지 않기를? 누구? 311-55930. 여기 뒤에 이렇게 적혀있구나. 그래서 안에서 이런 소리가 나니까 책이 아니고 함이라는 거를 눈치채라 이런 시그널이었네 이게. 와. 다시 와.
That's my bottle.
What?
어?
Really?
Well, yeah, that's one of my non-alcoholic beers. Of course, someone's waxed up the top and put a whole bunch of green stuff on the bottom.
그럼 이 배 안에서 이 잠수함 안에서 이걸 만들었다?
Grip must have really steady hands working with all those small parts, huh? I could never. Oh, sweet treasure map.
Yeah, it doesn't specifically say it's a treasure map.
Dude, there's a big red X. You gotta assume that's a treasure.
Big chest of gold doubloons, you think?
Oh man, that would be awesome. Although thinking about it, do you think anywhere still takes doubloons?
그립 만물상감 받아주는데.
It's a map of silkworm? I don't know much about the town. You'd be better off asking someone else.
그치, 맥주병만 본인 건데 본인이 이 안에서 마신 거니까 이 출처가 외부가 아니고 이 잠수함 내라고. 그러니까 이게 범인이 꾸몄을 수도 있겠죠? 아니면 다른 누군가가 어떤 연유로 오늘 살인 사건에 대해 그대로 묘사하듯이 적어놨다.
Looking good, Julie.
I assume this is yours, Dirk.
Yeah, I let the kids borrow it since there weren't a lot of other magazines on board.
I noticed on the back there's an advert for your movie.
Yep, that's me on the left, all dolled up as Marcus Mordoom, the titular helmsman.
Right, you're the title character, but there's only one name at the top.
그러게.
Oh, you noticed. Julie was already a big name, so, she got her name on the poster.
그랬구나.
Seems unfair.
덕후도 아픔이 있네.
I'm sure when they make the sequel, Dirk's name will be front and center.
Right.
그래서 더 열심히 하는구나.
Right at the
코딱지만 한데?
And they spelled your name wrong.
Are we done?
이름도 잘못 썼어. 삐졌어. 저런.
Is that Cynthia's mom?
Yeah, I think so.
That jacket is something else. It could do with a bit of aging, though.
What do you mean?
Well, it's pristine, but stuff like that doesn't look so hot when it's brand new. On our movie, we had a guy who roughed up all the outfits, made them look lived in,
저 때도 새거
So this photo is
같았다.
the first time Cynthia's mom wore that jacket?
I don't know what that is. It's making me nervous, though.
무서워?
Can we talk about something
덕후
else?
무서워? 그래.
I don't get it.
What's not to get? It's a cane with a face.
Okay, so for real, Grip's actually like super smart.
Really?
See, this is my point. He hides it.
오, 그래?
Why? Why bother with the cane?
그치?
The whole persona.
너도 수상하다 생각하는구나. 나도 비슷한 감상이야.
Apparently, Grip ended up on the submarine because he crashed his balloon over the ocean. I mean, it's a great story, but...
You don't think it's true?
Grip's pretty smart. In fact, he might even be the smartest guy on the submarine. I just don't see him crashing his balloon like that.
그래.
Maybe he just got caught in a storm.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that.
그래?
Mariana's pipe? Huh. I've never actually seen her smoke that thing.
Maybe she ran out of pipeweed.
Pipeweed. Listen to yourself.
What? It's another word for tobacco.
Honestly.
That is one old document. I'd be surprised if it hasn't expired by now.
Expired?
Yeah, things like this normally have an agreed upon... Oh, no, there's no date.
기한이 없어.
I guess it runs in perpetuity.
What about if you ripped it in half?
Ha! You know what? I found that doesn't actually do jack. No, I know. It works in the movies, but in real life, voiding a contract is a more complex procedure.
Well, that's
그렇구나.
no fun.
현실은 어렵구나.
This is yours, Dirk?
We literally found it in the pocket.
모른
of the
척하는
tuxedo.
거 봐.
How'd you know for sure it's my tuxedo?
Dirk, Show me one other living soul on the submarine that could even conceivably own a tuxedo.
대답 안 하는 거 봐.
I am officially living the dream. How many people can say they're an action figure?
맞아,
admit it.
맞아.
I'm jealous.
You carry this thing around everywhere you go, Dirk.
Of course, but I'm super duper careful to keep it in mint condition.
그랬어.
Mint condition. I really wouldn't say.
Yeah, you know, they told me if I leave it in the box, it'll be worth way more in the future.
재테크야.
Do you have the whole set? Looks like there are 2 other figures in the series.
Oh no, they only gave me this one. My co-star Julie has the other 2.
저런.
Tadpole? Oh, she's awesome. Got all kinds of stories. It takes some work to get them out of her, but it's totally worth it. Like, get this. I found out she used to be a rescue diver, but they banned her for being too good.
How can you be too good at that?
I don't know, she'd go too deep, stay under too long, break all the guidelines, you know?
Huh.
I gotta say, no disrespect to Cynthia, but I'm disappointed Tadpole didn't become the new captain.
What, did Tadpole say she wanted to be captain?
No, I just think she'd be really good at it. I mean, she's smart, brave, plus she knows all about the ocean. I mean, come on. Dirk Dansom, 6'2",
와, 키
blonde,
진짜 커.
athletic, passionate, adaptable, amenable.
Okay, you're hired. Please stop.
나중에
And how
합격이래.
long have you been an actor?
Oh man, I've
되게 마음에
been trying to
들어하네.
break into it for like forever. But I was getting nowhere until Mr. Vanderpeer said he wanted to hire an unknown for his new project.
노바디라 했다
Hex
못 봤다.
of the Helmsman. It's kind of a fantasy horror adventure. I play mysterious anti-hero Marcus Mordoon. He's pretty much the main guy.
So you went from getting no work to getting the lead in a big movie.
Crazy, right?
So you're rich and famous now?
Well, I mean, yeah, right? I mean, hello.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
바보 맞아.
Listen, I heard the dude died because of a curse. Is that true?
예?
No, there's no evidence of a curse.
Oh, still.
Did you get to know Mortuga before he died?
Man, I tried. Dude was not much for conversation. You know, I tried explaining how I'm an actor playing a character that's kind of similar to him. Figured he'd be stoked.
Let me guess. He was not, in fact, stoked.
Actually, I tell a lie. There was one thing Mortuga wanted to talk to me about.
Oh, yeah?
He was super curious about contracts.
걔야.
Like the legal documents.
Yeah, he wanted to know how they work. Like how they can be used to make people do stuff or not do stuff.
Weird.
그래? 그 스톤 여광 발리증 이것 때문인가? 저게 뭐가 중요한 게 있나 보다.
Do you know why Grip's running a shop down in the engine room?
I don't know, he's just doing what he's good at.
Which is what?
You know, fixing compasses and stuff.
It's kind of a niche skill set.
You say that, but I heard he ran a pretty successful business back in the town.
Yeah, we saw it on our way here. It's boarded up now, like everything else.
Dirk, did he ever mention why he closed it down?
From what I gather, it was making him money, but it wasn't making him happy. You know, he wanted to put all those navigation skills to use and actually head out on an adventure. I heard Cynthia's captain now just because of some contract she signed.
What's the problem?
You can't always trust a contract. No, and I doubt she had it
뭐 좀
reviewed by an
당했구나,
independent
덕후야.
third party.
I mean, she seems to want to be
계약서에
captain.
뒤였나 봐.
I don't think she's being forced into it.
No, it's not always as simple as all that. I mean, Cynthia's still so young. Who's looking out for her best interests?
She's an adult, isn't she?
She's only 18. She should be, I don't know, outside in the sun, picking berries, having picnics, that kind of stuff.
What an idyllic little picture you've painted for us there, Dirk.
I'm serious.
어허.
Mariana? Man, she's really living out the escapist fantasy. I gotta say, I'm impressed.
That's if you believe what she says. I think she might be making some of it up.
Hey, you know, it's funny you say that. I did notice something the other day.
Oh?
Well, she's supposed to be all like old-timey and stuff, right? But she was really curious about my cell phone.
Curious how?
Well, she was asking what make it was, what model number, you know, like really specific stuff.
Huh.
뭐 털어가려고?
What do you know about Sim?
Well, she left the theater she used to work at to come onto the submarine, you know? Then for a while, she worked with Dr. Zephyr in his lab.
But not anymore.
Nope, she's working on something by herself now, in that room that looks like an old-timey kid's bedroom.
Do you know what it is she's working on?
Not exactly, but get this. One time I looked into that room, and there were 2 of them.
What?
2 symmetry silk moths.
이거 봐. 계속 그 얘기야. 똑같은 사람 둘. 무차부려. 이제 그만 쓰고 와요.
Sir, if you have a minute, I'm Detective Grimoire, and this is
2 detectives, 1 short, 1 tall. Tried and true.
Hey, I'm really not that much shorter than
But which of you is the funny one?
I'd say it goes back and forth.
You still haven't told us who you are.
The name's Werman. J.D. Werman.
He's an author.
Author, journalist, let's see, what else? Famous, successful, some kind of genius, even. Oh, sure, that's why I got myself trapped in the murder submarine.
I know who you are, Mr. Werman. I've read your book.
Oh, joy, your fans. Of all the places.
I never said I liked the book. Maybe I hated it.
There's no
반맛이야
way you
그치
hated it.
아저씨다.
The arcs are too tight. Each chapter leads to the next, beginning, middle, end, and bang. Not a line.
자신을 상당히 후하게 평가하네.
Damn, he's right.
잘 쓰긴 잘 썼나 봐. 셀리 평가를 보니까.
So, Mr. Werman, you're a famous author.
오,
That's
재수없어.
what they tell me.
How did you end up on the submarine?
I came of my own volition.
Why?
I wanted somewhere quiet to work on my next novel. Minimal distractions. Not saying it's worked, but...
You're writing a sequel?
Trying to.
Hang on. A sequel to what?
Grimoire, are you not paying attention?
오. 요거지 요거.
Ah, there she is. Benefactor and burden both.
Sally, how did you know to bring the book with you?
Because Mr. Werman's local to the area. It says so right here. Hailing from a small fishing town named Silkworm-on-Sea, J.D. Werman moved to the big city to write his first novel.
My publisher wrote that. It's quite true, but she made it sound so saccharine.
So you're from the town. You moved away, and then you came back.
Now, see, you've gone too far in the other direction. That's too utilitarian.
I get going back to your hometown for peace and quiet, but then to end up on the submarine.
How did you even find out about it? Did you already know Mortuga?
Oh, I knew of him. He's a figure of some infamy, submarine included.
Okay.
In fact, it was good to finally put a face to the name after all those years.
So, how'd you like living on the Mortuga submarine?
I will say, as a writer, it's a boon to be aboard this thing. And the whole place is dripping with human narrative, stories practically leaking out of the walls. It's also a lot noisier than I thought it'd be. I couldn't have guessed Mortuga would basically be running a bed and breakfast down here.
It was already busy when you arrived?
Before the arrival of Mariana Moon, Dirk and I were the last 2 to join the gang.
It's kind of surprising there was still a bunk room free at that point.
Well, I wouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth.
What's it like sharing a room with Dirk?
Oh, we get on like a house on fire, 2 peas in a pod. That's us.
그래요? 아닌
And
것
what about
같은데.
everyone else?
It's a fascinating little microcosm, utterly discordant and yet somehow harmonious. At least that's how it felt before the captain was murdered.
허허.
Night rolls around and I can't sleep, as usual. I say night. I'm referring to the indistinctive block of time we on the submarine have agreed to collectively refer to as night. Anyway, I'm wide awake, so I stay up to get some writing done. I don't want to deprive Dirk of his beauty sleep, so I took my typewriter out into the mess hall.
Was anyone else in there?
야, 번역 잘했다.
Godric came up a few minutes later, brought some kind of busy work with him. So there we were, whiling away until I look up and see this woman, Mariana Moon, apparently. Good name. Probably fake, but good. She got straight to work trying to extract my entire life story, but then Mortuga shows up and we all go quiet. The guy looked miserable, and he passed straight through the room like a ghost. But before he leaves, he asks us to show Mariana around the submarine. I really didn't have the energy, so I made an excuse and left. I slept for barely an hour before a big jerk wakes me up. I'm not talking about Dirk. I mean, the submarine, it moved. tilted. Anyway, I tried to get back to sleep, but no. Now there's a scream. Dirk and I follow the sound all the way down the corridor. Symmetry's frozen in place in the doorway at the end.
소리를
And
듣고
behind
왔군.
her, Mortuga,
심의 비명 소리를 듣고.
laying in front of some ancient stone cauldron. The lid of the thing flung open, like something had just burst out of it. The whole scene was otherworldly, like a painting. Then Madame Tadpole
영감을
arrived,
얻으셨다.
with just about everyone else trailing behind her.
Tadpole brought everyone with her. So, she already knew about the murder.
From what I gather,
그치,
she
사실상
discovered the body and then left to go get everybody else.
제일 먼저 본
And you know,
사람이야.
I really didn't want to get in her way, so I returned to my room to await
거짓말하지 마.
instruction.
영감이
Did you go back
떠올라서
to
글 쓰러
sleep?
갔잖아.
No, I couldn't. I went back to work. Figured I'd be better off keeping busy, you know.
그랬다고 한다.
So, you've read it, Sally, but Grimoire hasn't?
Nope. What's it about?
I'd really rather not reduce it to a single sentence.
It's about a guy named Marcus Mordoom looking for something called the Devil of the Deep.
And does he find it?
I just think it'd be better if you took the time.
Yeah, kind of. It gets a little
찾긴
abstract
찾아.
towards the end.
So what? It's just Marcus Mordoom and a ship,
작가
and that's it?
앞에서
We're talking about several themes carefully laid on top of each other.
It's also a love story.
연애도
Marcus is
한다?
in love with a woman named Belicia.
오
She's his captain.
벨리시아.
I don't see her
벨리시아.
on the cover.
함장?
Really, all the nuance is lost if we just...
No, she's there. Kinda. Like I said, it gets abstract.
I'll take your word for
모르겠다
it.
야.
If you'd like to read it, I have a spare copy you can...
Nah, that's okay. No time.
얘들아 너무 깡패야.
Let's have a look. Murder victim locked himself in the room. Body discovered. No weapon found. Cauldron open for the first time. Yeah, nice. Just enough information to hook you without giving too much away.
평가라는 게
Sylvia
아닌데.
knows what she's doing. I tried asking Mortuga what this was.
No luck?
He just said it was something he picked up on his travels.
여로에서 얻은 거?
Where? Floating somewhere in the middle of the ocean?
아 그래?
Yeah, I assume so.
어.
Have you ever seen this painting before? Before the submarine, I mean.
Yeah, it used to hang in the Stone Top
Oh!
Inn for a little while.
벽관에 걸려 있었대.
Really? Seems like it would scare away all the customers.
Nah, old sailor types love stuff like this. It's a conversation piece, isn't it?
오호.
How I wish I'd remembered to bring painkillers.
Are any of these painkillers?
Unfortunately, no. They're just supplements. And nice, harmless, organic ones, too. They wouldn't even take the edge off a headache.
이건 그냥 그 맥커핀인가 봐.
Picture of a moon. Tried asking Mariana Moon?
Wow, never would have thought of that.
Occam's razor, my dear.
Who? I don't think we've met him yet.
The Stargazing Girl. Sounds like a good title for something.
Like a book? Or a film?
A one-woman play, surely.
와 어떻게 맞췄지?
Great pull quotes. That's some strong marketing for a small-town theater.
Did you ever see the show?
Yeah, I did, as part of my old newspaper job.
Why is it called Lady of the Looking Glass?
The central trick was Symmetry talking to herself in a mirror, only sometimes the reflection didn't move with her.
How did she do it?
My guess is the mirror can switch between being reflective and being see-through glass. You know, looking through to a second Symmetry on the other side.
An identical twin, maybe?
Probably just a very good dummy.
인형?
It's a strong image. The ancient cauldron opened for the very first time.
It can't be the very first time. Someone must have opened it before.
Semantics.
So, what do you think was inside?
Does it matter?
I'm pretty sure it does. It might explain how or why Mortuga died.
True. The murder weapon, maybe?
Like a knife?
Sure, why not? It would explain the scratches on the inside, after all.
I guess.
What's this? World's smallest piggy bank?
What? It's not a piggy bank. Is it?
Well, it's got a slot and there's something in there. I thought maybe it was a penny.
이 사람 모른다 열쇠인지.
Now this is a throwback. I cut my teeth writing local interest stories like this.
You wrote this? The review of Sim's old magic show?
I did.
No.
But it says Theater Review by James Dusk. Wait.
And she finally works out what the JD stands for in JD Worman.
Sorry, your name is James Dusk? And you changed it?
We used to keep records like this in the town hall. The blue parts from an original blueprint of a submarine, and the yellowish parts are from a technical drawing of a ship. Still a blueprint of sorts, but a bit older.
Where did Cynthia get them from?
I don't know. Maybe she took them from Mortuga's desk. I noticed the wheel is thematically consistent with the submarine at large.
How so?
Well, it's cobbled together from other component parts. You know, parts that were, by themselves, broken or otherwise disused.
Huh.
The machine that spits these out must be broken. I'm sure Cynthia's intending to fix it, although she might...
Why do you say it's broken?
On the latest card, the readings toward the end are all messed up. Looks like a misaligned printer head. Bane of my existence, those things.
그러게.
It's gaudy, sure, but when I first saw it, I thought, good! Mortuga will be a man of melodrama and romance. Just what I'm looking for. But nope, he never wore it, never even looked at it. Symmetry's locket. A mystical heirloom from her tragically departed mother, no doubt.
누군지
Did she
알아?
tell you that?
Oh no, complete guess. But that's just how these things go, isn't it?
설정.
What's that? A book?
I think so.
Let's see. Nope, not a book.
Why not?
Listen. Books don't rattle.
근데 눈치가 좀 있으시다, 아저씨.
What?
Do you know what this is?
이름이 특이한
Well, it's a
인물들.
bottle, isn't
다
it?
이유가 있을 것
Where
같긴
did you
한데.
find it?
Madame Tadpole's room. She likes to collect stuff she finds in the ocean.
Does she now?
여기 먼저 물어보면
What
힌트를
fun.
주는 거였네.
Mr. Warman, do you know what this bottle is?
Nope. No idea. What?
Do
이
you know
사람이
what
한
this
건가
is?
봐.
Well, it's a bottle.
마침
isn't it?
맞은편에 있고.
Where did you find it?
Madame Tadpole's room. She likes to collect stuff she finds in the ocean.
Does she now? What fun. What fun.
Mr. Warman, do you know what this bottle is?
Nope. No idea.
아니면 여기 방에 돌아오자마자 만들어서 네가 버렸냐? 소설로 쓰려고?
I feel like this sometimes.
What do you mean?
Cogs falling out. Too many needles, all pointing in different directions.
Oh, well, maybe you're just partway through being fixed. Sometimes you gotta make a mess in order to tidy up, you know?
You know what? That's rather eloquent. Bravo.
Grimoire, did you hear? I said something eloquent.
Oh, sorry. I wasn't listening.
안 듣고 있었어. 미안. 표정 봐.
A treasure map. I was looking for something like this.
Why?
So I was really banking on Mortuga having some kind of exciting secret mission.
그치,
Something
그치.
that justified the
맞을 것
whole
같지.
submarine thing, you know?
But he didn't?
No. In fact, he was weirdly aimless. Like he didn't even want to be here.
오, 그래?
Okay, let's see. The symbol on the top left, next to Governor's
나
Manor.
이게 펠로우가
That's the
문양이야.
fellow emblem. Oh, you knew that already?
Kinda, but keep going.
Oh, that's my father's emblem on the top right, the one next to Town Hall. D for Dusk. Mayor Dusk.
Your dad was the mayor and you grew up in the town hall? Must have been nice.
Yeah, sure.
Hang on. Your dad is listed on the back here, on the family tree. And there's a line between him and Felicia Stonetop, see?
It's a stretch to call this
No.
a family tree. More like a tree of speculative conjecture.
싫어한다.
So, these are the two main characters in the movie?
The helmsman, Marcus Mordoom, and his captain, Belicia Bonetop.
Ostensibly, yes.
You're not happy with how they look? Compared to your book?
They made Marcus too handsome and too bulky. Sure, he'd have muscle, but at the same time, he's supposed to be
저런
wiry,
느낌이
fibrous,
아니지.
like an old piece of rope. Meanwhile, Belicia's supposed to be more ethereal, like she might evaporate if you tried to reach out and touch her.
Oh, well, you can't have everything.
And for some reason, they gave them both necklaces when it's Belicia's necklace that the story hinges on.
아하.
If your story hinges on a specific necklace, then make it the only necklace in the story. This is
그렇긴 해.
basic stuff, people.
승질낸다.
That man on the right, that's Don Drummond.
그러네.
the
돈
shipyard
드러먼드네.
mechanic.
You know him?
I interviewed him once, working on a piece for the newspaper. Or I tried to. He was a tough nut to crack.
He looks kind of grouchy.
Well, he was a lighthouse keeper.
아,
Comes with the
등대직이었대.
territory, I guess. Look, buddy, I got enough going on, all right? I don't think I have the capacity to worry about this.
오, 이건 관심 없어 하네?
Ah, yes. Godric's little mascot sidekick thing.
It's a wooden stick.
With a face.
To you, to him, it may be a wooden stick of great thunderous
그러니까 대체
importance.
왜?
You never found yourself attached to an inanimate object? Something that
애착지팡이라서?
gained special meaning?
Well, I did used to have this hat.
There we go. We're all guilty of it.
예전엔 모자 썼었나 보지?
Chart the unchartable, plot the unplottable, and measure the unmeasurable. Nice tagline.
I think it's a little much. For a shop that sells compasses?
It's not about the compasses. The thing he's really selling is wanderlust.
Wonder what?
The desire to explore the world and experience the unknown.
Ding! Points for Sally.
You look like someone who might smoke.
Grimore, don't say that.
Hey, no, he's right. Look at me. Mariana Moon, on the other hand, doesn't touch the stuff, seeing as how
와,
her only
여긴
pipe
그냥 정답
is
알려주네.
actually a dictaphone.
You already knew?
Oh, you can literally hear the tape spinning when she's recording. It's not as subtle as she likes to think.
눈치 백단 아저씨.
The Stone Top Inn's been in the town a long time.
Did you ever go in?
It was a little bawdry for my tastes, but that's sailors for you. My father was a frequent patron, though. He had a thing for the innkeeper.
그렇죠, 그렇죠.
Did you ever see more Chuga in there?
It's possible, but I don't remember it. He probably looked different back then.
아,
Anyway.
그래요?
Deeds seem to say that Don Drummond was the most recent owner.
I noticed. It's hard to imagine the Stone Top selling the inn. It's been their
그니까.
family home for generations.
Well, I don't think there are any stone tops left.
맞아.
We were in the inn earlier today. It's been abandoned, just like everything else.
어허.
Oh, I can't stand these things. A procrastinator's worst nightmare. It's why I use the old typewriter. No distractions.
Does Dirk spend a lot of time on his cell phone?
Not in here. He goes up on deck to do it.
Why?
Who knows? It's not my business.
여기 안 터지는 거 아니야, 밑에선?
I noticed on the back of the box it says, Series 2 coming soon. Look out for Hex of the Helmsman 2, only in theaters. Kind of presumptuous, isn't it? Considering you haven't even written the book yet.
Thank you. That's what I said. I raised a fuss about it at the time. My objections fell on deaf ears, as usual.
아,
Why
아까
are they so
보니까 안
keen to make a
터졌었어?
second movie anyway?
아,
What
그래서
else?
위에 가는구나.
Money.
그렇죠, 결국 뭐니 해도 머니죠.
Madame Tadpole. Simultaneously the most laid-back and most terrifying individual I've ever met.
Terrifying?
You don't feel it? To me, she gives off this indisputable, I will destroy you if I see fit to do so.
세 보이긴 했어요.
Maybe if you get on her bad side.
Oh, I wouldn't dare. She'd
워먼
crush me
씨는
like a
파삭
pig.
부서질 것
She does
같긴 해요.
look pretty tough.
Who would you say is stronger? Madame Tadpole or Dirk Danson?
Dirk's in good shape, but a lot of it's just for show. He's just gotta look good for camera.
헤드폴이 실전파다.
Meanwhile, swimming works out every muscle group. Did you know that? I didn't. Every muscle group.
I don't think Tadpole's about to fight anyone. She's so chilled out.
For now, I worry about what'll happen if you two name a culprit.
Do you think she might retaliate?
If she does,
호호.
I'm not gonna be the one to stand in her way.
호호호. 두 번째 살인사건인가?
I see you met Dirk.
How do you know him?
He's the actor they found who played the lead in the adaptation of my book.
Did you not get a say in that?
Oh no, that's several notches above my pay grade. It's all decided by the executives over at Wit and Whimsy. Sure, they keep me around as consultant, but I found that to be a pretty hollow title.
Do you think he's a good actor at least?
Dirk? He was a good fit for the kind of film they ended up making, How's that?
그냥 그랬나
So,
보군.
how come you two traveled to the submarine together?
그니까
I traveled to the submarine. Dirk's just taken to following me around.
아저씨 감시당하고
For some
있어요.
Maybe he just wants to be your friend.
He's got plenty of friends back home.
감시당하고 있다고요.
So, what made you want to become a writer?
That's all I've ever done. I was given a job writing for a newspaper when I was pretty young.
Given a job?
Yeah, friends in high places.
아버지 빼기로?
Like who?
My father was the mayor.
Ah, that'll do it.
Did you enjoy writing for the newspaper?
Sometimes. Other times it was painfully dull. I've got a tendency to lean towards hyperbole, and the everyday goings-on in Silkworm weren't always enough to satiate me. For every rumor of a cursed man disappearing into the ocean, you'd have 10
아까 그게
elderly couple file
마루스에
complaint over
대한
garbage collection.
Rumor of a
소문이다.
cursed man? Wait, you wrote an article about
모르투가.
Mortuga?
Oh no, I quit before that. I left town and went off to the city to be an author.
아하.
And the result? Hex of the Helmsman.
50 national bestseller
우와.
lists. As we speak, it's being translated into
성공했네.
7, 8 more languages.
Must be nice. Your first book, and it's a big hit.
I'm not complaining.
I can see why you'd be writing a sequel.
I really don't have a choice, do I? This is how things go. If you get a success, you have to keep it going. Cuts quite a figure, doesn't he? Like something from myth. He was real, of course. Flesh and blood.
I imagine you must have been curious to meet him.
As anyone would be.
Did you get to know him at all?
It's funny. Going in, I'd heard he was, you know, the strong and silent type. But I didn't find that to be the case.
So he was friendly with you?
In his own way.
그래?
The day I first arrived, he invited me into his cabin. Just to talk, apparently.
What did you talk about?
He asked me about my home life, my family, my
아버지
father.
이야기.
Not to be rude, but why would Mortuga care about any of that?
To this day, I'm not quite
뭐가
sure.
있는데?
I think maybe he was after some kind of information about the outside world and thought I might be a good source. You met Godric? What did you think? Personally, I like him.
I found him a little irritating, the way he kept waving that cane around.
He gave you the old welcome to Mr. Grip's Emporium treatment, eh? That's just what he's like at first. He'll settle down.
Why does he do it?
So, I have two theories on this. One, he's an introvert who falls back on his rehearsed persona when he gets nervous.
Like when meeting someone for the first time.
Right,
극내향인이라서.
What's your other theory?
He assumes people will find the real him boring, not worth knowing.
아무튼
I
진짜
don't think your
자신을
two theories
숨기기
are
위한 거라는
mutually
거지?
exclusive. They might both be right.
So, what is the real Grip like, once you get to know him?
I don't know. He's kind of like one of those savants, you know, kind of odd, but seriously gifted. In his case with cartography, I guess, navigation.
그러니까 똑똑한 아저씨란 말이야.
Cynthia. Quite honestly, I give her about a week.
A week until what?
Until she cracks, packs it in. The pressure's already getting to her. I know the signs, believe me.
You think Cynthia's gonna quit being captain?
It's only a matter of time. And you know what? Good. She deserves her freedom. She's still young.
다 똑같은
No need
얘기를
to
하네.
take on a burden like that. Nobody's even paying her, for goodness sake.
But then who'll be the captain of the submarine?
Nobody. Let it float loose like a piece of driftwood, that's what I say. It's not like we were going anywhere anyway, even when Mortuga was in charge.
Maybe Cynthia does want to take the submarine somewhere.
If she does, she's never mentioned it. Seemed to me that she wanted to be captain just to be captain.
아주
you know?
얕게 보고 있군.
Moon's your lead suspect, I presume.
No. Why would she be?
Well, the timeline. She shows up, and bang. Mortuga murdered.
Bam. Maybe it's just a coincidence.
I'm just saying, nobody even knows why she's here.
I'm not sure we know why you're here.
I already told you, didn't I? Genuinely, I can't remember.
다시 얘기해봐요 그럼.
Sim tells me she's halfway through reading Helmsman.
Is she enjoying it?
No idea. She was just asking what research I'd done into hexes and curses, and was rather disappointed when I told her I just made it up.
I guess Sim's into that kind of stuff.
I
그러니까
thought she was supposed
저주
to be an
이런 거?
illusionist.
Oh
그니까.
yeah, she was asking about that too.
What do you mean?
She wanted to know what I liked about her old magic show, the one she had in the theater.
You saw her old show?
Yeah, it was pretty good. And from what I gather, she's been developing a new act and wanted some feedback, to get some direction. I know what it's like to make a follow-up to something people liked. It can be daunting.
다 봤다. 이제 요 방 하나 남았는데요. 여기도 상당히 수상졌거든요? 아! 생각보다 더 수상하게 생기셨네? 이거 뭐야? 아!
That guy is staring at us.
아!
He sure is.
Shh.
I think we'd better talk to him before we touch
일단
any of his stuff.
말부터 걸어보자.
Fine.
안녕하세요?
Hello, sir?
Two strangers, emissaries from the world above.
Yeah, hi. I'm Detective Grimoire, and this is Sally.
State your business, and speak only the truth.
Well, we're here on the request of the captain.
Impossible. The captain is dead.
아니,
Unless you received a missive from beyond the veil.
뭔
I should
비연도요?
have foreseen this. But now that I'm faced with it, it seems inevitable.
No, sorry, she meant the new captain. Captain Sifo.
Cynthia.
She's asked us to investigate the murder of Magnus Mortunga. We have to talk to all the suspects.
Speaking of, can I ask your name?
Zacharias Zephyr, the Dream Doctor.
Dream Doctor? I don't think I've met one of those before.
That is correct. You have not. I alone hold the title.
Because you made it up?
That is correct.
지어내셨구나?
So, Dr. Zephyr, what does a dream doctor do exactly?
He studies the parapsychological qualities of dreams.
Parapsychological?
Yeah, that's like psychics and telepathy and stuff, isn't it? How does that relate to dreams?
Dreams are transmissions comprised of spirit energy from another dimension.
Oh, sure. I mean, that's common knowledge.
What kind of other dimension?
갑자기 머리가
Spirit energy
지끈거리네.
originates in the spirit realm, of course.
네.
Like the afterlife?
That is but one of many names.
예?
So, have you made any kind of discoveries or breakthroughs?
Nothing I can meaningfully explain to you in your current state.
What about all this stuff in
표정
here?
봐.
What does it all do?
Specialist instruments, most of them too complex or too subtle for you to comprehend.
어.
I don't know. It mostly looks like a bunch of old junk.
It is an unrivaled collection of
Oh,
rare artifacts.
All right.
눈
What's the
봤다.
rarest thing you've got?
My rarest items are not for the viewing public.
Okay, now I have to see what they are.
The pull of the unknown. I realized I should have lied and showed you something of middling rarity to throw you off the scent.
Lesson learned, huh?
해.
How come there's a room like this in the submarine anyway?
When I arrived, it was but a simple infirmary. After I set up my equipment, we renamed it the Dream Chamber.
And how long have you been here?
I was the first person to be invited on board. I joined Magnus here shortly before the submarine's maiden voyage.
왜?
So, presumably, you know why Mortuga became a submarine captain?
Why?
Yeah, like, where was he going? What was he doing?
He simply told me he'd acquired a submarine and would be living in it for an undisclosed amount of time.
그러니까 왜?
That's all he told you? Yet surely there was more to it.
I don't doubt it. He was a man of secrets, every bit as much as I.
비밀 좋아하네.
So when you started off, it was just the two of you. But now it's, what, 8 people?
We were 9 souls, now 8. I'm not counting either of you.
Yeah, I figured.
Why did Mortuga want so many people on the submarine?
Only a few of them were invited on board by Magnus like I was. The others crossed paths with him merely by the winds of fortune. The last dream before waking, a single phase, non-lucid, focus is soft but heavy. All is dark, the endless void. A low voice speaking a forbidden language, emerging from the beshroudal of the night black sea, a face, larger than I had known a face could be.
어떻게
I
알아?
wake, the room is bathed in green light.
오.
A green light? Like from the wooden boy?
Not dissimilar, but 1,000 times more potent. I leave my chambers, heading for the airlock in which I have some business. I meet Cynthia in the parlor as she emerges from the control room. I notice she is clutching the ship's compass. She also appears visibly upset. Like me, Cynthia is on her way to the lowest deck. She departs and I follow behind. I wait as Cynthia converses with Madame Tadpole at the base of the second ladder. Madame Tadpole ascends the ladder. She is moving with haste and purpose. She requests that I go immediately to the storeroom at the end of the corridor.
Did you go?
As soon as I concluded my business.
볼일.
Nothing of great import, merely something I needed to collect from the airlock.
수상해.
So you went to the airlock, and then you went to the storeroom?
I did, right after I stopped off at my chambers.
물건을
You
갖다
understand I first
놓고.
needed to return certain items to their designated storage locations.
그걸
After which I
왜?
truly did do as Madame Tadpole had requested. I did ultimately regret my dallying. As it transpired, she had wished to inform me of Magnus Mortuga's death. And there his body lay, in the shadow of his stone cauldron, his blood pooling beneath him. A potent unease was already germinating amongst the group. Doubts were beginning to be sown, and fingers were beginning to point. Magnus Mortuga was a man of great will and great strength.
그러니까 다
It is
수상해서
hard, still,
누군지
to accept
모르겠다
that he has left us.
아직까지는. 일단 오늘은 모든 정보를 수집해보는 것에 의의를.
A bit of light reading,
It's a book about a hex.
So I see, a charming pulp adventure by the looks of it. It seems our collective fate hangs on the outcome of your investigation.
I guess.
This is a good thing. It is high time for a shifting of the tides.
What do you mean?
There are too many souls aboard this ship, many of them seeking things they shall not find.
오, 그래요.
How long has this been chained to the foredeck? Do you know?
Since the conception of the submarine, as far as I know, the conception of its current
아,
incarnation, I should
그래?
say. The wider history of the vessel reaches back a good deal further, of course. I believe this to be a depiction of a being known as the Mermaid.
인어다.
However, I've nothing to compare it with, as it's the only depiction I know of.
It doesn't look much like a mermaid.
It doesn't look much like anything, really. Except for the fact it's got a face.
그러니까
At least
얼굴.
I think that's a face.
Stories alluding to such a being were the reason I traveled to Silkworm in the first place.
그래요.
However, I was disappointed to discover that nobody in town seemed to know what I was talking about. It seems to be a secret held by only a very select few.
그러게. 이 얼굴. 이게 인어의 마스크인 건가?
Bottled sunlight. It appears somebody's looking to protect themselves from vampires.
There's no vampire on board, is there?
Of course not.
What about Mortuga?
I'll admit, it was a rumor for a time.
그랬군.
Dr. Zephyr, is this yours?
I don't immediately recognize it.
You sure? It really looks like something that had belonged to you.
Of course, I do concede that I have many similar bottles here in my dream chamber, so it's wholly possible that it originated in my collection.
Nice answer. Totally non-committal.
그니까. 말 돌리는 거 봐.
It's the cloth that Magnus used to cover the cauldron.
Why would he need to keep it covered?
Either to keep it away from prying eyes, or perhaps he concealed it for his own benefit.
오.
As good as they were, it was not Miss Silkmoth's politricks that interested me. Rather, I was interested in the base mindset they were a symptom of. In particular, her ruminations upon the great unknowns of life and death. There are clues to it, right here. Look at the choice of words. Unfathomable, inconceivable. And on the reverse, you need only look at the chosen subject matter for her newest work.
It's a Grim Reaper.
Before we left port on the submarine's maiden voyage, Magnus asked a favor of me. He wished for me to venture into the Stonetop Inn, collect this cauldron, and bring it on board.
Why couldn't he do
여관에
it
있었던
himself?
거네?
He'd have been strong enough, surely.
I'm not sure exactly. I was already preparing to bring
아,
a
그
large
여관이
amount of heavy
생각보다
equipment
뭐가
on
많다.
board. I suppose Magnus considered it logical to fold the cauldron into that set.
Was it shut and locked?
Shut, locked, and covered with the sailcloth. Magnus never told me what he kept inside
그걸로
it,
덮은 게
if that's
맞네.
what you're asking.
아하.
That belonged to Magnus Mortuga, but I suppose it should pass along to Cynthia.
그러니까 여관
Cynthia
수상하다.
doesn't get all of Mortuga's stuff just because she took over as captain, surely?
Of course not. However, I imagine at some point Cynthia may wish to unlock the captain's cabin.
She'd need a glass eyeball to do that?
Naturally. While it holds the pretense of
이
being an
아저씨도
eyeball,
안다 이거
in
열쇠인
truth,
거.
it is a key. This is where I first learned about Miss Silkmoth and her residence at the Fortuna Hall Theater.
This was after you'd started living in the submarine.
Correct.
So Mortuga had the newspaper on board with him.
Only this solitary page. You know, Magnus never liked the name Mortuga Submarine.
Surely he was the one who chose that name.
I believe it was something that just happened. He didn't have
그래?
any hand in it. All told, Magnus was rather dismissive of the notion that the submarine should bear his moniker.
But it was his submarine.
He was dismissive of that notion, too.
Has the wheel always looked like that?
Like what?
With one side broken off and replaced with a different material.
It's never been my job to steer the ship, so I've never really taken any notice. Magnus was fairly averse to record keeping.
He can't have been that against it if he bothered to write in the captain's log.
However, standard protocol would be for the captain to keep a record of every single day, whereas Magnus only filed a handful of these log cards in his entire tenure. It's a fine garment, is it not?
Has it been in the control room the whole time?
From the moment I first entered the submarine.
But it doesn't belong to Mortuga.
It does not.
원래부터 보관돼 있었다.
Now this is a talisman, surely.
On the surface, it appears so. However, in this instance, I think the concept has been inverted.
A reverse talisman.
이 말 그려진 거랑 똑같은데요.
It seems I'm not the only curiosity collector on board. This book, if it is indeed a book, has clearly got a story to tell. It's an incantation sealed in a glass bottle. Traditionally, you might bury such a thing under the floorboards of your house to protect from black magic.
그런
What
대단한 건
about
아닌
if
것
you threw
같아요.
it into the ocean? Would that do anything?
Likely it would have no effect. The ocean is simply too large to be held to account in this way. The ship's compass. I witnessed Cynthia carrying this from the control room the night Magnus was murdered.
Yeah, I think it broke. She was taking it to get fixed.
Odd, it's never broken before. There must be a connection.
그니까.
If only it hadn't been torn in two, then I could be sure.
Of what?
The branch of red coral at the base of the map. I'm wondering if that's the treasure you'd find if you traveled to the X marked in the center.
에? 산호가 보물이라고?
Somebody's been trying to piece together Silkworm's history by the looks of it.
We noticed Mortuga's on there, but his name's not connected to anyone else.
Did he ever talk about his family? Or where he came from?
He never spoke of his heritage, no. This magazine emanates a peculiar energy. Jealousy, frustration, even greed.
그걸 다 읽을 수 있어?
This seems to be a personal item of Cynthia's. As such, it is not my place to make a comment.
저거.
The face from the ether.
에?
Must be.
연계에서
What's that?
왔다고요?
Tell me, where did you find this?
It was locked in a safe.
Was it now? Would you mind if I took it off your hands?
It's not ours to give.
No, of course.
오, 뭔가 아는 사람이 드디어 나온 것 같은데요?
Godric Grip's hand-carved
내 말을 너무
talisman.
답답하게 하네.
You think everything's a talisman.
I thought it was just a part of the branding for his shop.
It may well be. Nonetheless, I
그러니까
conclude
초음파
that it is
사진
imbued
같아.
with energy, and its primary function is to be an anchor.
에너지가
It's not
가득하대.
heavy enough to be an anchor.
닷.
I'm pretty sure it would float.
He means an emotional anchor.
마음의 닷.
Right.
It
아하.
would float. What an enchanting thought.
떠내려간다.
Uh-oh. You've given him an idea.
It may transpire that the true meaning of the cane is found in its unsinkability.
So it's a reminder not to sink, not to drown.
Like some kind of life preserver?
뭔 소리야?
I remember the first time I laid eyes on Godric Grip. He was dragging this through the parlor. Man and basket both soaked to the core, having just been pulled from the ocean.
This is after he crashed his hot air balloon.
Apparently so.
I wonder why he bothered to bring the basket into the submarine.
그니까.
Maybe he wanted to fix up his balloon and try flying it again.
If that was his intention, he showed no signs of acting upon it.
너허. 수상해 이것도.
Mariana Moon's tobacco pipe.
Yes and no.
It's actually a dictaphone, like a little tape recorder.
Curious. Is Miss Moon some sort of covert operative?
Who knows? Maybe.
I think she's just nosy.
I stayed at the Stone Top Inn myself. Back then, it was under the care of a woman named Felicia, but it seems to have passed on to Magnus sometime later. I find this strange, for he was not a member of a Stone Top family.
맞아.
I have no interest in such a device. It is merely the debris of an exoteric society. It holds no energy.
Sure it does. It says right there. Battery 23%.
에너지가 있어요. 23% 있어요.
Why is it still encased in polypropylene?
Makes it more valuable to a collector. Surely you get it. You're a kind of collector, aren't you?
I collect only one-of-a-kind items, and only those with significant provenance.
Technically, this does have significant provenance, since it's owned by Dirk, and he's the actor who plays the character.
Oh, yeah.
다 목소리가 좋죠. 이번에도 다 들을만하네. 와, 이제 인물들 다
It
만났거든요.
really is fortuitous that Madame Tadpole found her way to the Matuga submarine. Not only is she unusually well suited to living within the confines of the ocean, but she was also unusually compatible with Magnus Mortuga. As far as I know, the two formed a sincere friendship.
I wonder if she knows any of his secrets.
She may just. I'm to believe Tadpole had taken it upon herself to discover the source of Mortuga's internal anguish. In her words, she wished to understand him so that she could help him. It was in the course of this endeavor that she begun scouring the ship for information. On one occasion, I entered the captain's cabin to speak with Magnus, but instead I discovered Tadpole quite alone, trawling through his bookshelf. I asked her what she was looking for. She said she didn't know. I noticed Mr. Dansom was quite determined to hold conversation with Magnus.
사랑하는데
What did
책장을
Dirk
뒤져.
want to talk to Mortuga about?
Nothing. It was the act of conversation itself he was after. First-hand experience of Mortuga's mannerisms, affectations, and vocabulary.
왜?
When I inquired as to why Mr. Dansom held fascination for such
캐릭터
things,
연구?
he said simply research.
So, Dr. Zephyr, I'm guessing you don't have an actual doctorate.
Correct. I walk not the path of formal academic recognition, not for lack of trying, you understand. 8 separate institutions turned me away, asserting that my ideas were, quote, incompatible with our modern
하지만
world.
좌절하지 않으셨군요.
They forget, of course, that the modern world is a fleeting and ever-changing thing.
조금 사이비
Indeed,
같아요.
all of history's greatest scientists
시무룩하니까
battled with
이것도
such short-sighted
시무룩한다.
stubbornness.
모자이크
So,
털.
you want to be one of history's greatest scientists and fundamentally change how we view the world.
Is that so much to ask?
I mean, yeah, it might be.
So then how did you end up studying dreams?
It was the result of acquiring a particular specimen. It opened up new ways to study the subconscious mind.
표본?
A specimen? Like what? An animal?
Yeah, I'm picturing like a lizard floating in a jar of formaldehyde.
Something like that.
뭐야.
So, what are you working on now? Here in your dream chamber?
I'm studying subconscious spirit transmissions, analyzing their meaning, their intention.
뭐라는 거야?
Do you need to be in a submarine to do that?
Of course not. However, positioning myself here affords me other
다른 기회?
opportunities.
Like what?
The possibility of studying the most important specimen.
어허, 그래요.
If her
표본.
transmission could be analyzed,
그녀의
it
신호.
would be an unparalleled discovery.
그래, 아까도 그 목소리 들었다
She is
그랬지.
all that stirs in the minds of men that they shall never know.
그 존재를 좀 아는
Being
아저씨다.
known only as the mermaid.
인어.
A person?
I've told you all I know.
그럼 약간 사이렌처럼
apparently
인어의
you don't know much at
소리를
all.
Correct.
계속 이야기하는 거네. 그치, 그 본인이 그걸 분석하려고 여기 온 거고.
I have a curious observation about Mr. Werman. Unfortunately, I haven't had the time to perform an analysis, let alone propose a hypothesis.
That's okay. Just tell us anyway.
I observed that he did not seem at all saddened or sorrowed by the death of Magnus Mortuga.
You can't know
그랬습니까?
that. Some people don't always show emotion on the surface.
Of course, quite true. However, Mr. Werman did display an emotion. Relief.
Relief?
Gazing upon the crime scene, much of the tension coiled up in Mr. Werman's body visibly dissipated, and thereafter he seemed energized, galvanized.
그래, 그러고 바로 병 만들었지? 종이 들어있는 병?
How did you meet Mortuga?
It was on my first visit to Silkworm many years ago. I was merely passing through, so I stayed at the inn where Magnus was working at the time.
So Mortuga was just an innkeeper at this point?
Not even. The innkeeper was a woman named Felicia Stonetop. Magnus merely worked under her charge. The two of them split their time between running the inn and running a small sailing ship.
Sounds like quite a nice life.
He joined us about a week or so after we first left port. He caused problems almost immediately.
How come?
Godric made some kind of official request, but Magnus had denied it. Their disagreement was something to do with navigation. For my own sake, I
혹시 그 X표 쳐진 지도로 항해하자고 했었나?
It is no mark against Cynthia's character. She is a sharp young woman and capable engineer. But I was wholly surprised to learn that she had become captain.
Did she never say she wanted to be captain?
On the contrary, I was aware she'd held such aspirations initially. But I was under the impression that her campaign had ended in failure.
그래요?
Meaning?
That Miss Seafoam had made her ambitions known to Magnus, but he had shut them down.
여기저기 용의자들을 많이 만드시네, 이 아저씨가.
It is hypothesized that Miss Moon was embroiled in some form of deal with Magnus Mortuga.
What kind of deal?
What would she give him? Money?
His heart beat not for money and things.
What did it beat for?
People. Kinship.
So,
그 얘기를
Mariana
계속하네.
gave him a person.
Maybe information about a person. Or how to find a person.
아, 그런가? 바닷속으로 들어간 신시아의 어머니를 찾으려 하셨나? 뭔가를 찾으려 했다?
I first learned about Symmetry from a newspaper article detailing her residency at the Fortuna Hall Theater. On the surface, it was merely a review of a magic show, but I felt something behind it, something of great interest. To me, it spoke of someone with a close connection to the ethereal plane. Taking an excursion from the submarine, I attended the performance. Afterward, I requested an audience with Miss Silkmoth herself. And speaking with her for a scant few minutes, I learned two things. First, and most importantly, my instincts had been correct. She was indeed fascinated with the great unanswered questions of metaphysicality. She held a yearning to understand that which could not ordinarily be understood. A woman after my own heart.
What was the other thing? You said you learned two things.
That she was thoroughly unhappy with her lot at Fortuna Hall. The theater owner was a heartless woman who, among other indiscretions, did not compensate Symmetry for her work.
진짜 너무하다.
But she had no family, nor any other connections. She had nowhere else to go.
So you invited her to come live on the submarine?
To put it simply,
Did she bring all her props and stuff with her?
everything she could carry.
Why? Was she going to keep working as an illusionist on the submarine?
No, Miss Silkmoth would be working with me here in the Dream Chamber.
I notice she's not here anymore.
Her tenure with me has come to an end. She has moved on to pastures anew.
그러셨다. 아, 일단 정보는 최대한 다
I
알아봤거든요.
think Sim's hiding something on the submarine. Something we haven't found yet.
심이 뭔가를 숨기고 있대.
A certain piece of equipment she uses in magic tricks.
That's the one. Problem is, we already searched the child's room and her bunk room.
Well, there's only one other place it would be.
한상극장에 뭔가가 있구나. 요거?
This wooden panel. Surely there's something behind it.
민다. 오!
Hello?
It's a little set of tiles.
아. 이 퍼즐부터는 다음 주에 풀어보도록 하겠습니다. 질끈.
Let's try again later.